exactly what you need.
Here's the filet mignon. Here's the potato. We don't need all this other garbage. We don't need this other crap. For this guy to go 90 minutes, this could be one of the best videos he's ever made.
First of all, that's feature length. We're getting feature length.
Now we're talking.
Level.
We're stepping into feature film. You know,
and we get to watch this for free. This guy's putting it out there. You don't have to pay a penny.
That's what we.
He's doing God's work.
That's what we bring you. Every Thursday evening, the two of us, the best in the business. You know it. I'm tired of saying it. I'm tired. The best in the business.
I have a thought, and I want your opinion.
Talk to me, Goose.
Maybe it's because I've been watching a lot of basketball, and I've been noticing this, whatever, and we had that conversation about the suits and stuff. And I was just like, bro, like, there's no, like, fat NBA coach. And I was just saying, I was like, we need one obese NBA coach.
Yeah, we used to have
who's like yelling, turning red, about to have a heart attack. They can't even button the top collar, the ties. Like, we need like an obese. Like, I'm not saying there never was. I'm saying right now.
I think
every coach is like.
Do you want me to tell you what's going on? Can I tell you what's going on? I'm putting the cards on the table right now. I'm putting the cards on the table.
Like, we're like just the obese guys.
I'm gonna tell you what's going on, okay? And I'm gonna break this down for you. All right. A good friend of ours, family wise, he's a cardiologist, and speaking to him, he was talking about all these GLP-1s, and for those of you who may or may not know, that's like all the fat loss drug, Wegovy and Mounjaro and all that.
You're saying everyone's on the GLPs.
Let me see. This is what I want. This is what I want to do.
I know, but we got to get the doctor. That's why I'm like, okay.
We're gonna get the doctor. Sam.
Go ahead.
We're gonna get there. What I'm trying to tell you is this: the statement that he said, looked me dead in the face. This is going to save more lives than any other drug in history, because it's not about the heart disease and all and the high cholesterol. So many things could be resolved.
Yeah.
And what's happening is when you see a lot of these people, the majority of them are on this miracle drug. And so you're saying, why? Why are we seeing certain... Telling you, man, a lot of these people are utilizing it, and it's saving lives. And I probably know, I told you, so I probably know about a dozen guys. Matter of fact, I was with one yesterday who they drink, they eat, whatever. But over the course of 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, you watch them lose this weight, and it has to do with this miracle drug, the GLP-1s. So when you're like, where are these fat coaches? A lot of them are on it. With that being said,
I just want to man, I feel like 80s or 90s, 2000s, they were just like these just fat dudes,
and they would just eat. They were drinking martinis and eating steak,
and they were. And listen, it was just like, yeah, dude, I'm just obese,
and smoking cigarettes, and then you'd find them dead in a hotel at 62.
But guess what though? They had fun though.
Oh, they live life.
The one thing I always see, and it puts a smile on my face, even though it was a shame, horrible that James Gandolfini died. Literally, they were like he just did whatever he wanted. He lived a great life, and
he enjoyed many things.
He enjoyed many things. Well, he enjoyed his final meal.
Well, he also enjoyed some other recreational things as well.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Recreational things.
Yeah. Anyway, so listen. Here's he loved coke. Yeah,
I'm just saying, man. Like, I understand people are gonna live longer, but at what cost, bro? We're the big fatties, bro.
But dude, here's the thing though that's so interesting about this. I want you guys. By the way, can we do before we finish up this segment and we jump right into Dr. D, Dr. Insanity, I should say.
Dr. D.
Yeah, that was the other guy. Well, what are you looking at me? What are you looking at me strange for? I can't make a faux pas. What am I, perfecto? I can't make a faux pas or whatever they call it. Can we just give another quick shout out to Pete, who doesn't miss? Pete is just dude. Pete is just. When I tell you the thought of somebody, I'm the thought of letting someone else touch my hair at this point, I won't do it.
I'm gonna say this, and I don't know if he wants me to say this.
I trust no one.
Guys, this is in all seriousness. I don't even know if he wants me to say this, but I'm gonna say this. I appreciate Pete so much. We do. Pete, this just happened in 1 week. He tore his Achilles.
Oh no!
And his friend passed away. I'm not making. This happened in a week, and he still cut our hair, bro.
And guess what? Because he looks at this and he goes, Los, Wad, the show must go on. The big picture, blah blah blah, and the guy shows up. He's a fucking grinder. He's a grinder, and dealing with a lot of personal shit. He's like I can't let you guys down. He's never let us down. First of all, he's an amazing human being, and at this point, I would never let anybody, come anywhere near my hair. So that's just the way it is now. With that being said,
wait,
I've said my piece. Go ahead.
No.
I've said my piece. Are we ready to jump in to Dr. Insanity? Or is there something else that you wanted to say? Or
yeah, I think
any questions for me, my friend? Any questions?
I think you have to throw a pause in after you say things like that.
What'd I say?
Or you'll get clipped. I'm just.
What
and
did
that's
I say? I don't even know what I said.
You said I'd never let another man come near my.
Oh come on!
Hair. You said that out loud.
Oh my God!
You said I would never let anyone come near.
Oh my God,
my
dude!
Hair.
Oh my God! By the way, if I know usually when we wrap up it's kind of late. But I just want to, while it's fresh in my mind right now, I just want to wish everyone, for those of you that celebrate, I want to wish you and your families a very happy Easter. This coming Sunday, obviously, is Easter Sunday. So sincerely, from all of us to all you guys, hope you guys have a fabulous Easter on Sunday.
I got something right here.
Talk to me, Moose.
Before we start this video, I got something.
And also, happy Passover to you that celebrate as well.
I got a throwback pic right here. Now, guys.
Wow.
You gotta understand something here, man.
Wow.
This is 8th grade.
Yep.
By the way, I was gonna ask you because I got a shelf. I have an empty shelf.
Mm.
I think I want to put my my 8th grade basketball trophy on that shelf, but I gotta.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, bro, this is back in the day.
So just to get a little context of this photo, this was the team photo. This was an insane bunch of everybody was nuts that we coached. You guys were totally out of control. I mean, but in a fun way. You're laughing hysterically in this picture. What was just said 30 seconds before this was so insane.
What was said? I don't remember.
Oh, no. I'm not even going to attempt to say. You guys were talking amongst yourself, and we're like, guys, calm down. And then somebody said something that was so fucking outrageous. You're all everybody like in the front row that heard it was like laughing their asses off, and then we snapped the photo. As you could see, and again, as you know, keeping it real. Of course, I had the black sweater, so I never just so you know, that was it, my friend. That was it.
This was a scenario chat where we had a really great team.
Very, very good team.
We were. It
was a very, very. It was a very, very competitive league.
we won
we won the regular season.
Yeah, we won the regular season.
We had the regular season, yeah.
And so that means we had the best record in the regular season.
Yeah.
I of course was a starter, Chad. I was not. Some guy said I averaged 2 points. I was a starter. I don't know how many points I was at. I don't even know what you would say. I don't know. I didn't keep track, bro. I would just score.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not trying to toot my own horn here.
No. You know, no. It was we had it was a very good team. We won the regular season, and then there were a couple of injuries, as you know, in the championship game, and unfortunately, you know, we didn't win. We only had the whole season. We only had I think the whole season we only lost 3 times.
We lost 3 times. One of them was on a buzzer beater or some weird shit in overtime something.
Yep.
And with foul outs and shit, and then 2 championship games. So there was the league championship, and then there was a tournament.
Yeah.
That was at the end after that.
Yeah.
And it was a single elimination, and we made it to the finals in that. That's every team. We made it to the finals in that.
Yeah.
And lost. We came in second place twice, some Buffalo Bill shit.
But it was funny. There was another guy that that coached. So there was 2 of us, and years later we would run into each other, and we would be like, "Fuck!" We could have gone undefeated and won the whole thing. You're talking about a couple of points separated the whole season. These were close games.
Well, the main championship game, I got injured in the first quarter.
You got hurt.
I got kneed in the leg, in my thigh. Yeah. And if that's ever happened to you, you literally can't walk.
Yeah.
So I was trying to play through that. Our best point guard, I don't know what you would say, shooting guard, point guard, Brendan, he had the flu.
Yeah.
And then
and guess what?
He still played, but he had the flu.
We were in bad shape, and we hung in there right to the end, man, right to the end, and it was still very close. I don't think we were in a game that the games that we lost, it was no more than 2 or 3 points. They were always close games. I mean, we just tore through the league. I mean, we beat everybody, and then it was just that championship game was just, damn, that was hard to take. That was tough. Oh, you know what I watched today?
Yeah.
I was on the treadmill, and I watched I literally was flipping around, and just as it came on, I watched Dodgeball. You know how funny that movie is? I don't know, there's a lot of movies that are very funny, but that one is,
it's a clever.
I mean, I'm laughing out loud, even little stupid shit that's being said. But anyway, with that being said,
last thing I'm gonna say about this is
go ahead.
When we played the tournament, because I still see a lot of people trying to make jokes here. There was a thing, kind of like how all NBA team, how they pick the top 5 players in the NBA. And I won the all league trophy, so I was top 5 players that played in the entire tournament. Chad, this is a fact. I will bring it in and I will show you, bro. Okay.
You know what was fun too? We had so you and 2 I think it was you and 2 others, or one other person from our team made the All-Star. That was fun. The All-Star game was fun.
The All-Star, that was fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. But and also why I brought that up and why I just mentioned I mentioned dodgeballs because ESPN 8 the Ocho and you wore 8.
I wore number 8.
And that was the thing was the Ocho. That was always the running joke.
It was the Ocho and Kobe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this too.
Right, Kobe. Yeah.
So in that league, bro, it's everyone just wore the same jersey every game. You didn't have a home and away. It was just the same jersey. This dude, when we went into the tournament, out of nowhere, it was actually like dodgeball where they open up the boxes. Out of nowhere, he's like, "Yo, I got everyone new uniforms." We all had a white uniform, bro. It was literally no one in the league has ever done this.
So I what had happened was we had a situation where there was another team in the league that had that same color green. And what would happen is, they would give you these. I don't know what you call them. It was like a league provide. Like they would provide these like jerseys.
It was like this shitty yellow.
It was like you would
if you were in gym class, you would put like a yellow.
You would put it over the uniform so not to confuse the ref. So a couple of the games that we played, we had to wear these, and I was like, we're not doing that anymore. So going into the champion, the tournament and also the championship games, I was like, we're not doing this. So I went over to this local spot, and I went and I got everybody. They had all the players, their numbers and their size and everything, and I went and I bought uniforms for the whole team.
It was fun.
And they looked so fucking nice, man. They were white. It was really nice, man. It was really nice. So, but those were great memories, and it's funny how it's funny Brendan still brings that up. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean,
oh man. So, all
right, you ready?
All right, are you guys ready to lock in now?
I know they're ready.
We got over 11,000. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. You know that. We got a great weekend coming up. We got obviously we're in full swing with the baseball. We got the Final Four. Sunday's Easter, and then Monday we got the championship. We got the championship game. So we got a lot of cool things coming up, and I'm locked in. You're locked in. Thanks for being here. And without further ado, man, let's jump into Dr. Insanity.
By the way, I wanna mention this. In the last video, we uploaded yesterday. This was the one where you were like, you said something about like, oh, I think me saying the likes is whatever, and we're like, oh, let's see if we can hit 10,000 likes. Dude, look at this video.
What happened?
This is about to hit 10,000 likes. Like, just it's what you said, bro.
And I think also what helps is like and subscribe. I think that helps.
All right, chat. Everyone say hi to YouTube. Here we go. Okay. I think we all know why you guys are here, okay? The GOAT, Dr. Insanity, just dropped an hour and a half literal movie.
Oh my gosh.
Triple killer accidentally shows police her horrifying secret.
I mean, once again, we say it over and over again every week. Dr. Insanity does not miss. And this is like a mini feature film right now we're about to watch. So everyone lock in, get ready, and hold on. Like and subscribe.
And by the way, since you guys, on the last video, we said 10,000 likes and we're going to give someone a prize, shout out to Ronaldo.
What?
You won a keychain, and we're going to need your info to send that out to you. You will be receiving that within the next 4 years. But with that being said, 10,000 likes in this video, and I will be giving a gift card away to somebody who comments. So I'm not saying what the gift card is and how much money's on it, but you just got to take that risk. All right, here we go.
All right. You nervous? Hey, I'm out here with Miss Cassandra.
Officers have just arrived at the getaway motel of 28-year-old Cassandra Douglas. For the last 24 hours, she and her brother have been on the run after 3 of their family members were found dead and burned in the desert.
Damn. 99% this is either an animal or a person. Yeah. That looks like a human, dude.
And as these local officers prepare to confront the primary suspect of the most important case they've ever worked on, nothing could prepare them for the most important case they've ever...
The devil worship. The horns.
If you walk into a place and this is in there, they're guilty.
I tell you right now, I see that, I walk right out. I walk in someplace, yeah, come have a drink. I walk in, I see that on the wall. Yeah, excuse me, I gotta check something, and you never see me again. Fuck out of here. Fuck devil worship. That's all I need.
That or like Confederate flags everywhere. Don't go in there.
Okay, hold it.
What?
There are some people that like Southern rock and like they might like. I can't listen. I can see the.
Yeah, I'm pressing play, bro. No.
You're talking about devil worship.
Discoveries they're about to make.
Calls the police. Anyone inside? Make yourself known.
This is a horrible nightmare.
Why are you laughing at the woman, man? She's saying it's a horrible nightmare. You're laughing.
One of the worst things that I've ever had to be involved with.
I still don't understand how they get this footage. Sorry.
I think
I'm just.
It's a routine Friday afternoon at the Otero County Sheriff's Office when dispatch begins receiving a series of unusual 911 calls from a young man.
Communications.
Hi, good morning. I'm hoping to file a police report, and I might need some assistance doing so.
Okay, and what's your first and last name?
Kane Mays.
Okay, and tell me what's going on.
I've been living abroad for the past 6 years, and I found out that my father died last year shortly after Christmas. I have recently returned home. I'm living in New Mexico again, and I was hoping...
What did this guy just say? This guy in the chat just said, play 2K. Alright. I'll see you later.
Wow.
I'm gonna play 2K.
Yeah, kick me off the stream. You play 2K. Bring Raph back on, or Jake. Kick me out. And,
I'll just play online alone.
You just play alone and go. Hey, what's this guy's name? Slim Mamba. Hey, man. Yeah, that's a great idea. We'll do that, and we'll tell the tens of thousands to go fuck off.
Wow, you got
man.
That's,
you know what,
bad, bro.
You know what? You got real problems.
That's really bad.
To return to the family property. Since his passing, tons and tons of family possessions and property have all gone missing and have either been sold off, lost, or stolen. And I'm looking to reassume possession of the property, but there are people squatting in the house.
Do you know who these people are?
I do. I could give you first and last names, but not anything much else.
Kane goes on to clarify that the squatters inside his deceased father's property are actually family members, mainly his Uncle Victor, who allegedly took over the property and is living there with Kane's grandmother and his stepbrother. He also seemingly claims that his Uncle Victor has sold off valuable assets, including firearms and expensive jewelry belonging to his father. The dispatcher logs the information Kane provides and passes it along for legal follow-up. However, not long after this first contact, on a Monday morning in January 2025, Kane calls again. But this time, it's for something strangely different.
Dispatch.
Hi there. I was calling because I'm wondering, what would it take for me to request a wellness check on somebody?
A welfare check on...
My grandmother, Mary Mauser.
Okay. The sergeant is aware. They are on an emergency call right now. As soon as they are done, we'll head up there to do a welfare check.
Okay, excellent. Thank you, miss.
You're welcome.
A couple of hours after Kane requests a welfare check for his grandmother Mary, he calls police again for the third time to share new updates.
To the Rosa Communications, you're on a recorded line. How can I help you?
Hi, my name is Kane. I called earlier regarding wellness.
So Sergeant Nordquist is going to give you a call back. They have not responded there yet because they've been tied up with a warrant service where the person doesn't want to come out.
No, that's okay. We stopped by on our way down and everything is locked up tight. That's why I was returning your call, because you said if we can, that I should call you back.
All right.
And like if they're tied up with an emergency,
yes, sir.
We got to worry about the officers and make sure
yes.
that they're...
Thank you so much for understanding. I will let the sergeant know then.
Following this latest call from Kane, the welfare check...
I'm not trying to be insensitive. Is that a woman or a man? Or is that non-binary?
I think it's a male, but I think the person was assigned male at birth.
Yeah.
And I don't know if the person is a they them, or I don't know.
You think it's a transition?
I don't know. I mean, I
thought you okay. I
thought
it was like a.
At first glance, I too was questioning.
Yeah.
But I'm going off the looks and the voice. I'm saying this person was assigned male at birth, but then you know what happens with some of these people later on down the road. They're this, that, and a third. You know what I mean? So his name is Cain. So
their name is.
Yeah. I don't know if he's a they them or I don't know. Well, we know. And if you have any thoughts, you know, it's whatever.
What was officially canceled.
No. Yo, bro. What was Los at birth?
I mean, what are we doing here, man? Can we just get on with the doc? Can we just get on with this video? And why are we giving people a platform?
Can I, wait, I just thought about this for a second, bro. I just thought about this.
Go ahead.
Did you change my diaper?
Are you drunk or are you high? Are you drunk or high? Which are you?
That's a genuine question, bro.
You don't think as a parent I changed diapers? Are you nuts?
I'm not saying you didn't.
You nuts?
I've advocated for saying you did do that.
I did do that. I was a dad. I changed everybody's diaper. What are you talking about? The hell? What? No, I'm gonna be one of these guys. I don't change diapers. Okay.
I've seen that. That's weird.
What the fuck? It's your kid.
Who says shit like that?
Yo, you ever get this one? I'm gonna blow your mind. You ever get this one? I had friends like this. Friends.
I want to hear this.
They're like, yeah, no, I'm home. I'm babysitting. What?
You're babysitting your own baby?
That's your kid. You're not babysitting. You're a fucking parent, you weirdo. Yeah, she went to the store. I'm babysitting. What? Bro, let me tell you something. Jake, not Jake. You and Nick were very close in age. I took you two motherfuckers everywhere. These two little guys, I would take them everywhere. I would take them to these 5-star restaurants. I'd go stop and visit guys in bars. I took you guys like what was I gonna do? What was I gonna do? Oh no, I gotta sit home and just stare. Get the hell out of here, man. I used to do something too that was a little fucked up.
Well, I know. You used
to sit in the front seat. I used to drive around with you in the front seat.
I remember when you left us in there for too long and they had to break the window, and they were like, "You can't leave kids in the car that long." I think we were in there for like 3 hours.
That only happened 4 times. Relax.
Well, I know, but
you know what happened? I left you. I left you two in the car, and I went to a bar.
I know you did.
And what happened was I lost track of the time, and then somebody was like, "Hey, whose kids are in that car?" And I went, "Oh,
yeah."
It was all right.
It was. I mean, it wound up being fine. We had animal crackers.
I cracked the window. It was fine.
Yeah. No. Yeah. The window was. I will say the window was open. It was open.
Well, it was
and
cracked.
Officers are no longer dispatched to the property. At this point, the dispatcher has no reason to suspect anything other than some kind of family dispute, and the situation appears to have resolved itself for now. In reality, something far more calculated is already in motion, and the family involved will soon be implicated in a scheme that will lead detectives down one of the most twisted murder plots they've ever handled.
Bro,
this is crazy.
Bro, if you kill someone and burn their body and burn their car, that's fucking diabolical, dude.
Like, what do you think you're in fucking Goodfellas, bro? Who do you think you are,
What they're trying to do is they're trying to get rid of the evidence, so they burn it.
It never works, also.
I haven't heard. I mean,
when does it work?
Maybe
they're
it has.
Like, yeah, we found the teeth.
Maybe it has, but I don't know. Maybe it has worked.
That same Monday.
Would it not? Would the best thing not be go in the middle of the ocean, and just drop them in the ocean?
That's pretty much foolproof.
I mean, why would you do anything else?
Not everybody has access to a boat. That's the other problem.
This is New Mexico. It's just desert.
I mean, you drop somebody in a hole in the desert, it's over. You ever dude, that drive from like L.A. to Vegas, you're literally driving through the desert? You're going to tell me there's not bodies everywhere out there?
Who are these sick fucks? Feed the body to the pigs? Why do you guys have like...
Because that actually works. People have done that. They eat everything.
Eat them to the pigs?
They eat the bones and everything, the pigs.
They're going to eat the bones?
They do.
And the teeth?
They eat everything. That's the thing about pigs.
Where are you getting pigs?
Like a pig farmer. Maybe you have them. You know that in the movie, the sequel to Silence of the Lambs, That's how the crazy guy was killing people. He was feeding them to the pigs. Did you ever see that one?
And dude, we eat, dude. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like,
listen, pigs are a filthy animal.
Eating pork is.
But how good is bacon though?
It's fucking delicious.
Dude, crispy bacon. Oh. I'm sorry, crisp. I don't like the fat on the bacon. You could keep it. I don't want
thin crispy.
I don't want fatty bacon. I'm not gonna eat it. But I'm telling you right the fuck now, dude.
Like, you don't like a thick bacon?
I'm not that.
Me either.
I don't like it at all. So you ever see these things? You go to these steakhouses and they give you I don't like that.
No, I don't like that.
That makes me nauseated. I am telling you right now, bacon, crisp bacon, with either like pancakes or like an omelet. Oh my god, dude, that flavor! Oh, forget it.
I really like especially diner sausage.
Yeah.
There's really good breakfast sausage. I'm not talking about like Italian sausage, or you know what I mean, like or the sausage.
No. You're talking about the breakfast
and peppers.
Sausage.
I'm talking about a breakfast sausage.
I like a patty more than a link.
Patty's great.
I know. I don't
link
like.
Is great.
I don't love the link. If I'm gonna not do bacon, if I'm gonna do sausage, and they have the patties, I fuck with that.
Like, and then if it's
how about the McDonald's? How about the McDonald's breakfast?
I gotta do the sausage.
It's a sausage patty, sausage patty with the egg.
Yeah. And if I'm at any bagel place, New Jersey, New York, anything, everyone orders bacon, egg, and cheese.
I like sausage, egg, and cheese. Yeah,
I go sausage, egg, and cheese.
That's why I gotta go. If I'm doing that, I gotta go patty.
Yeah.
A few hours after Kane's 911 calls,
dude, all these videos just wind up us pausing and we're talking about food. Like, I'm not kidding, bro. I was rewatching one. The video was paused for 20 minutes, and I don't even know how it even started.
Okay, I know we're pausing a lot initially, but there's one thing I have to say, because I was asked about this, and honestly,
dude, nah, we're not. We're 4 minutes in, bro.
Guys,
we're 4 minutes in, bro.
This is another one that, from time to time, this is the Bruce Wayne.
We both have this one.
This is the Bruce Wayne. This is the Rolex GMT Bruce Wayne. It goes from black to gray. This if there's one watch I get compliments on, this one it's insane.
Yeah.
So this is the Rolex Bruce Wayne. This is one of my favorites, and I wanted to share it with you because I know some of you have an interest, and I want to share that with you.
Mods, here's an idea for you guys. Ready? This is gonna be a great idea. Maybe ban the guy who's spamming. Of course, you're talking about food, you obese chud nuggets. Okay? Maybe for fun.
Excuse me.
I don't know. I'm just throwing out an idea. I don't know, bro.
Somebody called me a chug nugget? I'm sorry? Yep. Wait a minute. Someone called me a chug nugget? Well, let me tell you something right now. I'm going to tell you right now. Those are fighting words, and God forbid if you ever call me chug nugget to my face.
I don't know. Were you saying chug?
What did he say?
Chud nugget?
What did I say?
I think you were saying like a chug jug.
No, I said chud. What did he say? Chud or chug? Oh, I thought he said chug.
Well, now they're saying waffles or pancakes. Quick.
Oh, pancakes. Not even close.
Pancakes. Unless it's an Eggo waffle.
Well, wait.
Nothing beats an Eggo waffle.
I don't think that counts as like we're going to like a diner. If I'm going to the
diner. I'll put it like this. If diner. It's pancake.
Yes.
If it's a frozen thing, I've never had a good frozen pancake. It's always been a waffle.
There's no such thing.
No, they sell them.
They suck.
They suck.
They suck.
But how good are Eggo waffles?
First of all, I'll eat a box.
Yes.
I'll eat a whole fucking box.
And not be full.
I'll eat a fucking box. First of all, you know how many times I'm not going to get into it. I come home with you're a little drunk. There's nothing in the house. You raid the freezer, and there's a fresh, unopened box. Fresh, unopened.
Yeah.
Eggos.
Buttermilk.
Bro.
Yeah.
I pop those fucking things, and I like them a little on the crunchy side. I like them like a little well done, and you slather the butter.
You put the butter, it melts.
I'll tell you this much too. I go butter sandwich with that. I go two.
You know, I don't like that.
I go two sometimes.
I gotta disagree with you on that. I
two.
agree with everything you're saying.
I go two sometimes.
I need to I need to taste the butter on the top.
Hold on, but if I'm in a drunken stupor and I get that, and I'm starving because I'm drunk.
Yeah.
I've done that. But I also like doing where you just smear it on top, the butter. I like Eggos. If we're straight up going to a diner, I do not like diner waffles. I don't like those big Belgian waffles.
I don't like them.
And you know what they why do they feel the need? They got to put all kinds of like cinnamon and shit on. What are you doing, man? Oh, powder? They put the powdered sugar? What are we doing? No, don't be.
That's the bad
Don't
way.
be putting shit on my. No. I got to tell you something else too. I don't like these people that get all these different type of cockamamie pancakes. What do they put in the fruit? Strawberry, chocolate chip. I don't like all that shit, dude.
I will say this.
I'm a purist when it comes to give me a pancake.
I'll tell you the best waffle I've ever had. In LA, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. It is the greatest waffle I've ever had.
I don't think that counts as
that counts. That's a waffle.
No, I'm saying to me, I'm going into a diner for breakfast. I don't want a waffle. That's a different situation because I'm doing that with the chicken. I would like that. It's more like a.
But I wouldn't eat them together though. I don't know. Maybe some people do that. I do them separate.
Have you ever had them where they give you the big chicken tenders with the? I've been to places where you get like the chicken tender with the waffle and you load it up with the butter. And another thing too, I don't fuck with syrup. I don't like syrup. I gotta disagree with you on that one too. I don't like, dude. You guys
there
have
are
heard,
scenarios.
You guys have heard me say this over and over again. I don't like anything too sweet. It upsets my stomach, dude. Since I'm a kid, I don't even like candy. I was never really like that kind of, But anyway.
You don't like candy.
I'm saying I like a little bit, maybe a piece of chocolate here and there, whatever. I don't like really sweet stuff. It makes me sick to my stomach. Like, that's why I don't fuck with syrup, dude.
Guys.
I don't fuck with syrup.
What are we doing right now, man?
What are you talking about?
I don't even know. We're 4 minutes in. Now I'm fucking hungry.
All right, let's go. Come on. Let's go.
Man arrives at the police station in the afternoon with an oddly timed request.
Oh, I might have to restart this video. I don't even know where we're at.
Hello, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing well. Sergeant Nordquist.
Mike Blitz.
Mike, it's nice to meet you. How can I help you today?
Okay, well, my brother-in-law helps us take care of my mother-in-law.
Okay.
And he normally is very conscientious about showing up when he says he's going to show up and everything.
Yeah.
And we have to, we schedule him. We've been taking care of my mother-in-law for 7 years.
Okay.
And she's 92 years old. So anyway, we normally communicate quite a bit during the week and stuff,
So, are you wanting to check on him or your mother-in-law?
No, on him.
He lives on Nogal.
Yes.
And somebody had called earlier. We were out busy, but someone had called in for a welfare check, but they canceled us prior to us getting up there because they said whoever it was, and I can go look and find the name, that said that house was locked up tight and that nobody was up there.
The person Sergeant Nordquist is referring to is Mike's nephew-in-law.
I don't think that she or he canceled it. That's not what I got from the call. I mean,
no, he was calling back to say, I know you guys were trying to get up there, but you were tied up doing something else. I went up there and the house was locked up. The grandmother's house was locked up.
Meaning
that's what Kane said. Nobody was there. The woman's 92. Where's she going?
That's what I'm saying. You would still want it.
What do you mean she's 92? Where is she? Would she go bowling? The woman's missing. And the guy who was taking care of her, he's gone missing too.
Kane Mays, and it appears that both Mike and Kane are concerned about family members. Though the family dynamics are becoming tricky to keep up with for the sergeant, Mike is about to make one thing about Kane crystal clear.
Do you know a Kane Mays?
Yeah, I do know him. That's part of the problem.
Okay, so what's the problem there?
Okay, well, I think he's trying to keep us from going over the look. The house is owned by his father. Yeah, well, the owner of the house, okay, was Frank Beret, and he's deceased.
Frank is deceased.
Yeah. Victor, his brother, was living with him along with Kane's grandmother and his stepbrother, Killian.
Dude, take a look at the stepbrother, chat.
Let me tell you right now, bro. I wouldn't look at that guy sideways.
This is a classic guy. You go in, you're in a GameStop trading games. He's right there,
dude. You don't, let me tell you right now. You don't make any sudden movements. You don't make eye contact. You don't say anything stupid that could be taken as offensive. Because these are the kind of guys they carry. Like, you ever hear of a Bowie knife? You know what a Bowie knife is? These guys
might have a machete.
These guys carry around a Bowie knife, and I'm telling you right now, I got something else to tell you right now. You run into a motherfucker, that has a neck beard and no mustache, get the fuck out of there.
Run away.
You run into a guy with a neck beard and no mustache. I'm not taking any chances, dude. I'm not taking any chances.
And buddy, if he's in your math class, hey, how you doing, man?
Are you kidding me? I'm giving like we talked about in the
you want
past
a piece
with
of
some
gum?
these guys.
You want a piece of gum?
I'm giving this guy, hey, you know what? I had an extra one of these. You want it? Boom, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Somebody gave me a Dunkin' Donuts card. I really can't use it. You want it? I'll give him a nice $25 Dunkin' Donuts card too. Fuck out of it. Killian? Nah.
Yeah, no.
Kill is in his name, bruh.
Yep.
As Mike continues explaining the complex family dynamics to the sergeant, one thing becomes clear. 3 people are missing, all close relatives of Mike and Kane. But before Mike leaves, there's something serious he needs to warn the sergeant about.
I'm going to get one of my deputies and we're going to go out to the address and see what we can see. See if we can find some.
Okay, let me give you some heads up.
Wait, these are all jokes and shit. I didn't know Killian was gonna go missing. We're just kidding.
No.
His dad?
Wait. Yeah. Maybe he killed everybody and he hightailed it out of town. That's why he's missing. You know what I mean? Maybe he hightailed it out of town. Maybe he executed the family, burned him to death, and got on a Greyhound bus.
Or he might be dead with them.
He could be.
I had a lot of guns, Frank, before he died, and he taught Kane how to shoot. And when Kane came the other day, I didn't finish my story. When I pulled up there, okay, and I hollered out the window for Vic because the gate was closed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then a person comes to where I can see about this much of him, right? Up there. And I go, hey, Vic. And he goes, no, it's me, Kane. When he walks down to me, he's packing. He's armed. And I says, well, have you seen Victor? He says, no, nobody's up here.
I love how for the Kane thing, they his silhouette has a ponytail.
Yeah, but that he has a ponytail. He's also carrying a firearm. Oh, we got duped by this guy Kane. We got duped initially.
That looks like Chris from Mr. Beast videos.
Okay.
So I think if I were you, I'd go up there with the 2 guys because I think he knows how to shoot, and I don't know if there were any like rifles and stuff like that where he could be. Yeah, but anyway, so I had his phone number. But then after I had his phone number, he had my phone number, he started texting. Your grandmother's missing, your uncle's missing, your stepbrother's missing, right? And this is what he's talking to me about. He's a pathological liar. I think he's up.
This is Kane?
Yeah.
It was really cool getting to run into you. We should all hook up into a cookout or something soon. Good morning. When I stop by today, do you want me to let Vic know that you're looking for him? Also, would you like to meet up later this week for lunch and catch up after church on Sunday? Would work for me if you're able.
You know, good. I really do. You guys got to be really careful.
He said he just got off the line with Sergeant Nordquist or North. He never called us. Because we never contacted him.
It's becoming clear to the sergeant that something is off. Sensing this won't be a routine welfare check.
How about these guys? Yeah, come up to the house and let's catch up a little bit. And then no one never sees you again. Oh yeah, I want to show you. Look. I want to show you something in the basement.
Yeah, let me show you the wood chipper. Check this shit out.
No, you got to lean in. Look what I did. And all of a sudden, that's it. You're dust. You're pink dust. Fuck out of here.
Sergeant Nordquist takes note of Mike's concerns and prepares to head out to the house. What makes this case so unique isn't just the crime scene officers will soon walk into, but the way police have to piece it together, using advanced forensics and strategic elicitation to cut through the police have to...
That's what happens when you walk into a hotel room, chat.
You know what's crazy too? You want to hear something nuts? I'm going to blow your mind. Check the ceiling.
Jesus, this ceiling.
They just, it's shooting everywhere.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's rough.
This fucking ceiling, bro.
Yeah, man, that's some wild shit.
That's diabolical.
That's what I'm talking about.
Dude. If you're hitting a fucking 10-foot ceiling, buddy.
Dude,
you gotta get out more, man.
Definitely gotta get out more. You gotta.
Holy shit,
I mean,
bro.
you gotta do something. Everyone, every now and again.
It's not good to be backed up like that.
Every now and again, you gotta feed the geese, dude.
Holy shit!
You gotta drop the kids off at the pool. Or
if
something.
you don't use it, you lose it.
That's what I'm talking
Just
about.
remember that.
to piece it together, using advanced forensics and strategic elicitation to cut through the lies. And as the investigation unfolds, this will prove to be one of the...
Guy just wrote not true. All right, man. Jesus.
Whatever you say, cuz.
Most resource-intensive cases for everyone involved, with constant pressure, long hours, and difficult decisions at every step. Many of us deal with our own pressures and emotional struggles, and sometimes but better it's not
Dr.
because
Shani.
over 10%
We gotta just stop that.
With that said, let's get back to the investigation. Approximately an hour after talking to Mike, Sergeant Nordquist and a group of officers head to the property to conduct a welfare check. Based on Mike's previous concerns, officers approach the house cautiously in case they encounter Kane.
I got an open door.
Sheriff's office! Sheriff's office, if you're in here, make yourself known! Sheriff's office!
Fucking slobs, man. People with the clutter. Ugh.
I know you get triggered, yeah.
I can't. No, because I can't live in clutter, dude. I can't do it. I can't. I can't. I don't know how people can live like this. It's amazing to me.
Stay here with Sarge. Stay here with Sarge. Gotcha.
Yeah, I was gonna say everything's stacked and piled.
Oh. Dead body, and you would never even know.
The doorknob was locked on this? Yeah. Literally, when I went like that, I was like, the door just kept going. I was like,
Puzzled by the home's disarray, officers leave after confirming no one is inside. With boxes stacked throughout the home and both of Victor's cars, the blue and green Subarus missing, officers assume the family may have moved out. In reality, the clutter wasn't accidental. It was intentionally staged to conceal evidence of foul play, and it has done exactly that. None of that is apparent now, so Sergeant Nordquist calls Mike on the phone to update him on the situation. This is where the two men will slowly start to pick up on just how sketchy this whole ordeal is.
Hello, sir. So we went up to that address. So we cleared the residence. There was nobody inside. There's no vehicles matching the descriptions of the Subarus you gave on the property. So, but there was no signs of a struggle, no signs of any foul play that we could determine. There were some boxes that appeared to be like being packed up, but other than that, that's all we got.
The thing is, all three people are missing that were staying there at the house. But definitely the king is the kicker. That he's the one that did all that. He called, got your name, and then he was able to send me that text saying that he spoke to you.
Yeah.
And then he called back later and canceled the deal, right?
Yes, sir. And on the face of it, it looks super sketchy, but there was no indication that we could see of any foul play or
a struggle or anything.
Struggle, yes, sir.
As the sergeant tries to reassure Mike, even he begins to wonder if the scene is hiding more than it appears. A few hours later that afternoon, Nordquist returns to the station and calls Kane, trying to understand why he canceled the welfare check and why, most strangely, no one was inside the house.
It didn't seem like he canceled.
Hi, this is Sergeant Nordquist at the Sheriff's Office. Is this Mr. Mays?
Yes, sir. How are you?
The reason why I'm calling is in regards... earlier this morning, you had contacted our office to do a welfare check on a family member.
That's correct.
Who is that family member to you?
It's my grandmother.
Your grandmother? Who lives up there with your grandmother at the 121 No-Gal?
That would be an uncle of mine and my brother.
Do you have any information on them attempting to move anywhere?
I was told that my brother and my grandmother are planning to move soon.
So the reason why I'm calling is we went up to that address because Mr. Bleddy stopped by.
Yeah, he was the one who recommended that we give you guys a call. He seemed pretty upset. He was looking for Vic.
So we went inside the residence to make sure that nobody was hurt or injured. Nothing was broken into. We didn't see any signs of struggle or any signs of foul play. Did you text Mr. Bleddy at all today?
I mentioned that we stopped by and I had given you guys a call and everything was okay.
Well, who told you that everything was okay?
Dispatch coordinator. I don't remember her name.
Because the information that I got was that you called back and said you went up there and everything was okay.
Correct.
Now, what was in that text message to Mr. Bleddy? That's what I'm confused with.
I let him know that I had tried to call you, and the dispatch officer said that you were tied up with
It sounded like a pretty hostile situation.
The way the text message reads was that you had made contact with me, and I know for sure, and you know for sure that didn't happen. So that way it looked kind of weird.
Naturally, Nordquist doesn't.
How are you gonna lie like that? Like, dude.
Well, he was lying to the uncle.
Yeah.
He didn't think the uncle was going to share this with the cop.
Also, this is another thing. Like, we've seen 100 of these videos.
I got off the phone with Sergeant North. Dude, you're a fucking liar.
Yeah. Dude.
And they said nothing seems out of the ordinary. Right away now. Right away it's suspicious. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, like, cops will ask you questions. They already know the answer. They're just going to see if you're lying.
Dude, cops and attorneys are asking you questions they already have the answer to. You have to already have that in your head. They're asking you questions that they already have an answer to. So
you just have to find a way to finesse how you. I mean, I don't know.
No, but I'm saying, no, just come at it from the standpoint of, all right, they're asking me this question. They already know the answer. You
know what to make of Kane's message to Mike, in which he seems to falsely claim to have spoken with the sergeant. Suspecting Kane is hiding something, Nordquist ends the call and immediately requests a search warrant for a second search of the house. While they wait for the warrant to be processed, all police can do now is hope the missing trio turns up safe. A hope that is far removed from the gruesome reality awaiting them just a few hours from now. Early on a Wednesday morning that week, around 10 a.m., something strange happens about 200 yards from the house.
This guy Jackson just typed, no audio, no audio, no audio. Jackson.
I mean, are we
ready? You see this button right here?
I'm so exhausted, man.
Just click this button right here.
I'm so exhausted with this bullshit, dude.
And you'll hear us.
We're trying to watch the video. We're in a groove here. We're figuring out with the Sergeant Norquist and Kane and the grandmother Mary who's missing. I don't know.
He's deaf?
All right, well then get closed caption, dude. This is not our problem, man.
I'll put on the closed caption for you.
Where the trio vanished. A passerby takes notice and calls 911.
911, where's your emergency?
Yeah, I'm phoning about there's a fire off into the mountains area. I called before, about 2 minutes ago. So
we drove down the road to see if we could get a better view of the fire to help you guys out.
Okay. Well, we have already toned out the fire department, so we will get units headed that way to see if they can locate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I stood at the top of that road for a second. They'll be able to see it.
We'll let them know.
Shortly after the call, 2 deputies are dispatched to investigate the fire. Once they arrive at the reported location, one of them spots something disturbing in the distance. A burned, flipped-over vehicle matching one of Victor's missing cars.
I got tire tracks towards the direction I walked. Just follow the path.
Yep, here we go.
I got the vehicle, it's smoking. I got a couple sets of shoe impressions, tire tracks, all that. 99% sure there was a page and a spinal cord in here, in this vehicle.
Given the circumstances, Brad told me about it.
What?
These are all fine.
How do you just know what a spinal cord looks like?
Just laying there, like just the. Oh God!
Right in here.
I'm blind. What's happening?
Come on,
I'm not,
dude.
What am I gonna say?
What are we trying to do here? Come on, man.
That looks like a human, dude. These things burn hot.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully Slater's and his team's on the way.
As officers look inside the car, they can see what appears to be the burned remains of 3 people, too badly damaged by the fire to identify them at the scene. Suspecting a homicide, they call in Sergeant Nordquist, and it wouldn't take long for him to connect the
grandmother,
dots.
the uncle,
This might be a Subaru
and
that's
Killian,
a
the
vehicle that they
stepbrothers,
haven't
they're all
accounted
dead
for
in this
yet.
burnt
Look
vehicle.
right here.
Oh, for sure.
You see it?
It's like, do you see a spool anywhere?
Oh. Bro, how the fuck you flip a car over?
Just given the
How's
circumstances.
that happen? Unless you're Tiger Woods.
Restart vid. I just got here. All right, bet.
I mean, unless you're Tiger Woods, he does. You know what? He every few years he flips a vehicle.
All right. You nervous?
Hey, I'm out here with Miss Cassandra.
Officers have just arrived at the getaway motel of 28-year-old Cassandra Douglas. For the last
I'm joking. All right, let's go.
Just given the circumstances, this actually might be one of the missing people.
What's that right there?
I was looking at that too.
Oh, yeah.
That's a skull cap right there.
Yep.
Wait, someone said Wad didn't realize. Did you realize I rewound the whole... What?
By one of our missing people, the missing vehicle.
I did. I did realize. No, I did.
Huh?
From up here.
Yeah, I guess Brad,
why you did, but I
he
did.
suspects some guy named Kane killed most of his relatives that live here.
Are you
And this
hearing
vehicle,
this?
I think it's a Subaru. Looks like
This
it.
is really fresh, dude. There's more over here.
He had to have put it out himself, because it would have caught this whole place on fire.
What officers are beginning to suspect is horrifying. Not only do the burned remains likely belong to the 3 missing individuals, but given how recent the fire is, the person responsible may have burned the bodies just hours ago and could still be within reach of police. So, once the scene is secured and the bodies are sent for autopsy, a nationwide BOLO is issued for Kane Mays. Although police now believe they know what happened and who's responsible, they have no idea just how far beyond Kane this plot goes. There are more players involved, more targets, and a multi-state homicide case that will exhaust every resource police have.
You gotta find him. We're afraid of him.
I mean, you just gotta be honest right now. Like, this is kind of the perfect crime.
For who?
You're about to transition fully. You murder, and then you leave the state and you fully transition. Now you're not even a man anymore.
I will tell you something.
You're a woman now.
I will tell you something else too. That's a little crazy, though. This is like a little subplot to the whole thing.
Yeah.
If he transitions to a woman, a lot of lesbians drive Subarus. Think about that.
And now he can go to the girl jail.
No, but I'm saying he could be living as a lesbian, female lesbian, driving a Subaru. Nobody would bat an eye at it.
No one would care. Matter of fact, yeah.
Because a lot, the Subaru Outback is a very popular car within the lesbian community.
Probably should be dead
twice.
And he was so aggressive. I thought we were gonna die. I thought he was gonna shoot us on the property.
More than 24 hours after the fire.
You know what's actually funny that you just said that? There was a dude in high school. You know these like guys who are so obsessed with cars, they like put all this money into them.
Yeah.
Like these shitty used cars, they downpipe, they do all this weird.
Yeah.
And it sounds fucking shitty.
Yeah.
This guy had like a Subaru. This is in high school. And I'll never forget this. He was like, I had a Mustang.
Mm.
And he goes, "Oh, that's a lesbian car." I never forget. I'm like,
a Mustang's a lesbian car.
A Mustang's a lesbian car, but you drive a Subaru that you like did weird alterations to.
I think that was maybe a little projection going on there.
No, now that I think about it, like, yeah, it really was.
Like he wanted to deflect from the fact that I'm driving a lesbian vehicle, and you're driving a Bro,
I've never heard anyone say a Mustang's a lesbian.
I got news for you. I don't know where you're getting that. A Mustang? Dude, please.
Like, that literally makes no sense, bro. You got bitched. I'm not gonna lie, he said that out loud in a class, and somebody did giggle at it. Well, I'm not gonna lie, that happened, and I was pissed.
Officers remain unable to find or contact Kane, raising concerns that he may be on the run. But this is when the initial autopsy results come in, confirming what officers had feared all along. The burned victims are Kane's close relatives, his uncle, Victor Perea, his grandmother, Mary Mouser, and his stepbrother, Killian Mays. Beyond confirming their identities, the autopsy offers little actionable insight. At least one victim had a confirmed gunshot wound to the head, but the other remains were too severely burned to identify all injuries. Investigators surmise that the victims were likely incapacitated well before the fire was set. Following these horrific findings, they begin digging deeper into their main suspect's background. It turns out Kane Mays had been living in Canada and working as an engineer until just a few months earlier, and had several documented domestic incidents involving his wife. Hoping she may know where her husband is, officers reach out to Kane's wife on the phone.
He was married.
Hold on a second, bro.
What? He was married.
No, this lesbian theory you had is really coming true.
What are you talking about?
They'll find out she might know far more than that.
Hello, my name's Justin Mitchell. I'm a detective with the Otero County Sheriff's Office in New Mexico. Are you Samantha?
Yes, I am. I had a feeling I might receive a call from you at some point since I did give you guys a call.
Yes, ma'am. You want to tell me from the beginning, like how you met him and your relationship with him?
I've actually been speaking to the Ontario Provincial Police because I thought he was messing with me, like I had mentioned. So I'm also filing a case against him right now, but because it's Canadian and now he's in America, who knows if that's gonna... But he was physically violent with me, and I have evidence of it. Yeah, we just met playing video games online, and we started an online relationship, and for a few years, it was just basically we would talk. And then one day, he calls me up and he says that his father disowned him, and he needs to move here right away. He'd always been verbally towards me, and just in general...
Chat, what games were they playing? I got 3 that I think. Marvel Rivals, Valorant, or Overwatch.
Jesus Christ.
Margot Robbie?
He had a weird attitude towards things. Eventually we moved out. Brace yourself for this one because I feel that I didn't come forward. Told people that he had beaten me, and now this has happened. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, we both had an alcohol problem, but I never drank before I met him, and he definitely, like, pushed that on me, and he pressured me to drink a lot. Like, there was always a pressure. He wanted me to do it. He just did start hitting me. He did start getting violent with me. Probably should be dead twice.
Samantha's statements are nothing short of horrifying. But even worse, she would share a terrifying recording with detectives, captured during one of the numerous domestic incidents involving Kane.
Here we go.
You just let me go.
And I do every time. When you ask, I let you go. I don't want you to.
Please stop.
Is this your neck? Is this your neck?
The rest of this recording is too disturbing to play on YouTube, but
they're both drunk or whatever. He's drunk. He's choking her, and he's like, "Is this your neck?" And you could hear like her muffled voice.
Dude, he comes across as like a furry. Like, I think he's a furry.
This is a sick fuck. This is a sick fucking
clearly
guy.
Documents an alleged serious domestic violence incident involving Kane. Investigators
it's
now
too
know
bad for
they
you
must
two.
act
I don't know what
quickly,
you're
as
watching.
more people,
What?
including Samantha, could be in immediate danger. So later that day, after securing approval for the earlier search warrant, police return to the victim's house, but this time, they bring specialized chemicals called Blue Star, used to hunt for hidden blood, bullets, and evidence that may have been cleaned up. And what they're about to uncover would reveal just how many crucial clues officers had missed during the initial search.
They didn't know what they were looking
Inside the kitchen, detectives spot one of 3 spent .22 caliber shell casings, along with a live .22 round. Using Blue Star, they also detect high-velocity blood spatter throughout the home. As the search continues, investigators notice clear attempts to clean up the scene, and given the precision and speed with which the bodies were disposed of, they begin to suspect a grim possibility. This was not the work of a single perpetrator. But then officers find something very strange. Condoms and pregnancy tests stored with cleaning supplies near the well house and septic area. Following these disturbing findings, police would continue searching the property and contacting Kane's relatives, worried he may already be far away, possibly even on his way back to Canada. A few days later, as detectives continue searching for leads on Kane, they decide to pay Mike and his wife, Lourdes Blett, a visit. Just like Kane, Lourdes also has personal ties to all three victims. Victor Peria was her brother, Killian Mays was her grandnephew, and Mary Mouser was her brother's partner. But before investigators can hope to learn anything about Kane's whereabouts or possible accomplices, they must first deliver the tragic news to the couple.
Yeah. Got a nice name.
Hi, Lourdes, how are you? Detective, how are you? What's your first name? Bobby. Hi, this is Ashley.
Ashley,
Do you mind if I sit down?
Well, I would like to give you guys a little bit of information. As I told you yesterday, do want to let you know that there was a vehicle fire that was in close proximity to the house. There were 3 subjects that were not able to be identified that were inside of that vehicle. I cannot tell you who those subjects are.
On the property? In the Subaru? Or that?
I can't tell you what vehicle it was for sure right now. Again,
so you already know there are 3 people?
I can't
but you
tell
know
you
there's
who
3
they
people?
Are. Yes. I'm really sorry that
Holy Christ.
I even have to share this information with you.
This is a horrible nightmare.
That's like a serial killer. That's a
I
serial
agree with you
killer.
100%.
Just
This
murdering
is
people.
one of the worst things that I've ever had to be involved with.
Oh my God.
Upon hearing the news, Lourdes is beyond devastated. What makes this situation even scarier is that she fears whoever is responsible may not be done yet.
This might be like a Michael Myers. He wants to wipe out the whole family. You know what I mean? I'm taking everybody out.
What would cause you to do this? Like, what would, like, you'd think there's some kind of mental illness or something.
No,
like,
maybe he's doing it for monetary reasons. Maybe he just wants to knock everybody off and get all the. He's a loser, so he wants all the money. Maybe, who knows?
Wait. Why is he touching her like that?
Touching who? Like what? What are you
comforting her?
What are you talking about? Who?
What kind of... Yeah. Time that guy out for, like, mad long.
This is somebody...
That guy's a real weirdo. That dude...
this is somebody's spouse.
He copied Cash's name. Please time the guy out for mad long, bro.
This is somebody's spouse, and they're consoling their spouse. You fucking weirdo.
Banned for 1 week? Good. Fuck that guy.
Psychopath. He's a psychopath. Kane, I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to drop him in the doodle, but he's crazy. You gotta find him. We're afraid of him. He hasn't even asked how my mother is, and that's his blood grandmother.
We're working.
Oh my God, how can you be? Michael, how can it be?
We hoped for better, but
no, it's not even imagination.
We are working on so many different leads right now, and trying to connect everybody.
I'm telling you right now, I'm getting the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
You think for 1 split second I'm gonna be sitting there watching TV or in my kitchen making a sandwich, and this character Kane comes in the back door and executes me in my kitchen? Bro, I'm packing a bag and I'm gonna get the fuck out of Dodge.
I'm staying in a nice ass hotel.
Oh, I'm going to a hotel, or maybe I'm getting out of there.
Never leaving the premises.
Because I'm telling you right now, this guy's coming for you.
Yeah.
He's wiping out every family member in existence. He got rid of the uncle, the grandma, and the brother. And I'm sorry. I want to apologize publicly for what we said about Killian.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah,
I want to say publicly.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry about that, because we were very aggressive about Killian. With that being said, I still feel the way I feel about a neckbeard and no mustache. I'm sorry I said it.
everybody will be safe because he's crazy.
In my worst imagination, I thought I didn't know how to tell you guys this, but I was going to say, can you look for the infrared and see if there's any graves on the property? That's what I was going to tell y'all. You know how they can tell
That's what's
something had been burned. And this has got to be the worst crime of the year in New Mexico. I mean, I haven't heard anything this horrendous on the news lately.
Yet.
Indeed, this kind of killing doesn't happen every day, but investigators are about to hear another person of interest from the couple, someone who may know more about where Kane is.
So in our job, you will hear law enforcement say a lot, you know, it's what you know and what you can prove. And right now, we're working on collecting the information so we can prove what we believe we know.
Yeah, see, the thing is, we don't know what he did all those years. Wherever he was, what did he do? Who did he know?
And
what
we're
was his...
also working on
We have no idea.
I would even be worried about his sister, Beck and Ross, so-called stepsister, you know? That one text he sent me about working with the, over in Roswell or whatever he said.
He was saying something about helping out his sister with her crazy ex.
Crazy ex, yeah.
Something like that you had shown
Yes,
me.
I think it was a relationship. I was trying to remember that at the beginning, that she wasn't with that guy anymore because of that. It's like I was supposed to feel sorry for her. When they first were like chit-chatting and everything.
Oh, in the
like,
conversation.
yeah,
Okay. She's talking about the
yeah,
Thanksgiving
I think
Day
that
call.
they said something about that.
Mike would go on to identify the woman in question as 28-year-old Cassandra Douglas, Kane's half-sister. And based on his concerns and the evidence from the home search suggesting at least 2 people were likely involved in the cover-up, detectives begin to wonder if Cassandra is the next key piece to the puzzle. So with this new lead, the interview concludes, and investigators shift their focus to Cassandra and her potential connections to the homicide. Coincidentally, as investigators prepare to call Cassandra the next day, she reaches out to them instead, with a very peculiar 911 call.
You see?
Hi, is there any way that you would mind putting in a welfare check on my brother, Kane Mays?
What's the address?
He told me that he was going to 680 Cox Canyon Cloud Croft in Mexico.
680 Cox Canyon?
Yes, ma'am. He was supposed to meet up with our uncle and told me that if he didn't come back last night, and definitely if he didn't come back in the morning, that I needed to call you guys. He's been part of a missing persons thing, and Mike has been acting very aggressive and hostile towards us.
Not only is Cassandra claiming her brother Kane is also missing, but she's suggesting that her uncle Mike might have something to do with it.
This is diabolical. So picture this, right? You're the killer, he's Kane. He tells his sister, hey, I think he did some shit, whatever, I'm gonna go check it out, I'm gonna go meet up. If I don't answer you, he did something to me. Tell the cops. That's fucking diabolical.
Or she's in on it. She's working with the brother, Kane. He goes, listen, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna call. You're gonna make up some cock and bull story.
Yeah.
Once investigators catch wind of this 911,
this is tremendous, by the way. I mean, this guy, the doctor and Sad, they just keep outdoing themselves.
This is riveting.
This is like a fucking. This is better than watching movies, man. This is better than that shit.
one call, they immediately sense something is off. The timing is highly suspicious, almost as if it's part of a plan to deflect suspicion away from Kane. So later that day, officers are sent to her address with one goal in mind: assess the situation and determine whether her claims hold any weight or if it's just an attempt to mislead the investigation.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Are you Candace?
No, Candace is across the street.
Okay, are you Cassandra?
I am.
Okay. So my name's Ryan Poston Reader.
Hi.
I'm a detective with the Ruidoso Police Department.
Hello.
Do you have a second to talk to me?
What's up?
So did you make a 911 call for a welfare check?
I did for Kane Mays.
For Kane, yeah.
Yeah.
That was you that made that call.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you heard from Kane?
I have not.
No, you still haven't heard from him?
I have not.
How do you know Kane?
He's my brother.
It's your brother?
Or my half-brother.
And when was the last time you heard from him?
He was supposed to go up to meet with Mike, I think on the 21st. He told me that if he didn't show up by the morning of the 22nd, that I needed to file a missing persons report because I already have 3 family members missing. Killian and Mary were supposed to go up to Albuquerque. I haven't seen...
He's trying to blame the guy. Holy shit.
This is.
He's trying to blame the uncle, right?
This is one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Those 2 alive since 11/23. Give me just a second.
Okay.
Officers have no clue at this point, but Cassandra isn't alone. Right this moment, their prime suspect, Kane Mays, is hiding inside the...
Holy fuck. Dude, see? Oh my god, bro. Wow, she is in on it.
Can I just say something too for the record? Whenever we watch these things, and they always drag some woman into it. Why do they always look like this? You ever notice they always look like this? They always look like this. It never fails. This sick.
Look at the silhouette they're using for Kane still.
Well,
his ponytail grew.
This sick son of a bitch is hiding inside. The cops show up. She's feeding him a line of bullshit.
Very house they're standing in front of.
Sorry, we're also having issues with a psychotic ex of mine. So
Oh, jeez. You're going through a lot right now.
a little bit. And then with Kane going missing and Mike presumably having like...
You lying, deceiving piece of shit.
Kane's sitting in a closet right now.
He's back there, and he's feeding her a line of bullshit. Dude, imagine you're why would you agree to this? Like, you got the police there, family members are burned to death. I got something else for you too, because this is how my mind works. Oh yeah, you're by yourself, take a look around. Why are there 2 cups of coffee then on a porch? Motherfucker, don't fuck with me, okay?
I fear you cooked.
Don't look.
I fear that you just cooked. Grandly. That's impressive.
Yeah, you're by yourself, huh? Yeah. Why are there 2 cups out here?
Shit, the chat froze. Hold on. Here we go, chat. Yo, bro. You're cooking.
I'm just saying, man, you got to look around. You got to observe. You got to look. Look at people. You know what I do? I look. You know what also another thing that I've always done? And I've talked to you guys about this at some point. We've had these conversations. I pay attention to people's footwear. I look at people's shoes.
Mm-hmm.
How many times you're out and about, you never once glance at somebody's shoes? I look at people's shoes. Tells you a lot about them. Sorry.
over half of his guns. It's a really, really long story.
Okay.
And not one that I'm 100% familiar with, because Kane just came back into my life September of last year. So, like, I wish I had all my facts straight.
I completely understand. No big deal. How did they come into your life?
Through Kane.
Okay. So Kane comes into your life, and then now you meet Mary and kill you.
So calm.
Okay. And then now all of them
How
are
are you
missing.
so calm?
And have you talked?
You
Did you ever have
psychopath.
direct contact with Mike?
I never had direct contact with Mike, no. I just heard him screaming from the hill both times.
As she did earlier, Cassandra doubles down on her accusations, suggesting that officers should focus on Mike, implying he may be involved in the disappearances. Officers take note of her statements and ask her to give them a call if Kane shows up again. Their goal remains unclear, but now that they have a story, they can start verifying. So a few hours later, as police continue looking for Kane, an officer decides to stop by the neighborhood again and speak with Cassandra's neighbors to see if they've heard or seen anything. According to them, Cassandra hasn't been living alone. A man with long dark hair has been staying with her for the...
A man with long hair, huh? Really? Really? So the non-binary masked murderer.
Oh, you're saying he's masked? Why are you...
Mass murderer. Mass.
Oh, you didn't say masked.
Yeah, mass.
So
Sorry,
people get that confused sometimes. The masked murderer. See, all you got to do in these situations a lot of times is canvass the neighborhood. You canvass.
past few months. Additionally, witnesses report seeing the same man driving Victor's missing green Subaru, and that it was also seen parked outside Cassandra's residence multiple times. Realizing the description of the man matches Kane, officers return to the station to dig deeper into Cassandra's earlier claims, where they will very quickly uncover some major contradictions. Even though Cassandra insisted she had only recently met Kane, investigators discover an older Facebook photo of the two together, proof they've known each other for years. But that's just the first lie, because officers who were out looking for Kane also recover surveillance footage from a nearby Walmart, showing Kane and Cassandra shopping together alongside her sons and daughter. Besides buying groceries and food, investigators spot cleaning supplies like bleach and vinegar.
These people.
Is that a DiGiorno Rising Crust stuffed? Are you shitting me?
These people, and you've heard me use this term before, okay? If brains were dynamite, they wouldn't have enough to blow their fucking noses. How stupid of you. I'm going to say it again. Every aspect of our life is on video. I don't give a fuck. On the road, stores, this, that, and the other thing. We're always on video. And you go and get cleaning products after you murder people? Oh my God, dude. Oh my Christ.
That's so crazy.
Along with multiple bottles of kerosene, items that closely align with what would be needed to clean up a violent crime and start a fire. At this point,
why wouldn't you just hire someone like a TaskRabbit or something and then have them go to the store and then just buy shit in cash and then, you know what I mean? Now there's no record of you buying.
Here's your problem. Even if you're saying
DoorDash is a record.
Even if you say, you know what, I'm gonna go and I'm not gonna use a credit card. Dude, walk into these stores. There's cameras everywhere, bro.
Investigators are unsure if Cassandra is actively hiding a wanted fugitive or if she's being controlled and forced to cooperate with his actively hot fire. At this point, investigators are unsure if Cassandra is actively hiding a wanted fugitive or if she's being controlled and forced to cooperate with someone who has already killed 3 members of her own family. With suspicion mounting, detectives obtain a search warrant for Cassandra's house. Then, around 8 p.m. that night, a group of officers return to the property, taking up positions outside the house as they prepare to raid it.
Occupants of 7 Morningside. This is the Roswell Police Department. Exit the front door with your hands up. Do it now.
Are they enjoying the rising crust?
Yeah.
You got shield?
Yeah.
Roswell Police, search warrant! Guess we're just going to boot this thing.
Full-blown panic there right now. Okay, go.
One more.
Come on, bro. Nice.
Roswell Police, anyone inside, make yourself known. Alright, we're gonna pull in. I'm gonna take left. Ready? Small room. Got another door here.
Ready?
Yep.
I'm gonna go. I got a hallway with looks like the refrigerator kitchen.
3 on me.
Oh shit.
There it is.
Devil.
Look at this shit.
And Cassandra Jolly's the one that lives here, huh?
Yeah.
Look, they got some La Muerte stuff right here. Santa Muerte.
Santa Muerte, man.
There's a. See that? Ready?
This
Something
is where
weird.
he's been hanging out because there's that monitor for the camera that's in the window.
What are those guys on
I don't know
fucking
if it
terrorist
works
watch?
or not. Did you remember what those cigarette packs were?
I had a Marlboro and then I had a. Yeah, I saw that one in the closet.
Another one. Your big cans are all over this room. Your Red Bull can.
Inside, something about the house immediately feels off to the officers as they observe unusual posters, graffiti, and other unsettling details scattered throughout. They then make their way into the bathroom, where one officer recalls hearing that something might be hidden underneath the house.
I highly doubt, but the back door was open? No, we opened. I'm sure this is what he was referring to.
Like under all this?
That's what he said. He said the neighbor across the street said that he used to live here, and then there's a door underneath the washer and dryer. At least it's a basement. Because didn't they say there's another secret exit or something here?
There's a couple windows. What do they go to?
Do you use? They're filled in. They look up there already or no?
A neighbor across the street said he used to live there. And there's a trap door under the rock.
What? What is this angle, bruh?
It's from the body cam. They're looking down. There's a fucking trap door.
Is that robot that door dashes?
Bro, you gonna walk into that shit? The gimp could be down there. Come at you.
Oh, that'll fit.
He just passed away.
Who?
The actor that played the gimp just passed away.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That's too new. Really, baby.
Mm-hmm. All right.
What in the actual fuck is going on down here?
Got a water leak though.
Yeah, at least they're investigating.
Kind of weird to have a door right there too, huh?
At the center of the basement sits a plastic storage tote, toolbox, duffel bags, and other various items. Officers notice there's no dust on the items, and whoever left them behind was in a hurry, possibly trying to leave unnoticed. Beyond the basement, police would go on to find something highly suspicious: documents belonging to one of the victims, alongside paperwork linked to Kane's father and live .22 caliber ammunition. Following these discoveries, investigators secure the scene and begin working to obtain a real-time location warrant for Cassandra's phone. With their suspicions growing that Cassandra fled with Kane, officers know they need to locate them quickly before they vanish, potentially escaping to Canada. 12 hours later, investigators strike gold. The warrant for Cassandra's phone is successfully...
There's still 50 minutes of this video? I'm gonna just stand up for a second.
Well, you're fading?
I just gotta stand up for a second.
Well, why don't you walk? You know what you do? Go walk out and come back. Go. Yeah, I know. It's been a long day. I know, buddy. Yeah, go walk around. Yeah, we'll do that. Hold on. We'll pause this. Pause this for a moment. We'll get a little pause in the action. Mr. Los is going to get a beverage. All right? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. I was listening to a lot of Phil Collins this past week. I don't know. I went down a rabbit hole. I started listening to a lot of Phil Collins. That's why I wanted to play this song. I want to play this song, Paradise. Another day in paradise. Let me see. Huh. You know what song I played this week, and I hadn't played it in a while? My guy Jake. It was funny. I hadn't listened to this in a long time, and then I was on a treadmill or something, and I played. I was like, such a good one, man. Jake, really, this is such a good one.
Tell me what you're planning. I'm out till girl, I ain't standing. When I pull up to your crib, just hop in, no time for rambling, yeah. No time for rambling, yeah. Tell me what you're planning. I'm out till girl, I ain't standing. When I pull up to your crib, just hop in, no time for rambling, yeah. Girl, stop playing with me. Girl, stop playing with my head. Girl, stop playing with my bread. I just want that head. Dip out, girl, I fled. They still on my ass. I got my heater. Yeah, when I see it, told her I need her, but I don't need her, ayy. Told her I need her, ayy, but I don't need her, ayy. I just need that pay every fucking day. I know where you stay. You could catch a stray. You heard what I say. I'm on tilt.
I haven't listened to this in a long time, and then I was like, I listened to it a long time, and I was like, oh my god, I listened to it the other day, and I was like, all right.
Can you make that face?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to.
Is it on? Not even on.
Yeah.
I'm getting a refill.
Chat, I'm not gonna lie, I was dozing off. I was dozing off, man. That fucking Celsius did not work. Quick jerk? Yeah, so I had to go do that. Not jerk, no, not jerk, but just get up. Ugh. I did not eat. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. For the past 3 weeks, I want to say 3 weeks, I've been doing a fast. Where I don't eat past like 8 or 9 o'clock, and then I don't eat until like 1 p.m. the next day. It's better that I don't eat snacks during the night, bro. It's just better.
Wow, it's warm in here.
That's what I'm saying.
That's probably why you're dozing, dude.
Yeah, bro.
You had a long day, though. You did have a long day.
Approved. And in a major development, Verizon pings Cassandra's phone nearly 1,000 miles away. She's no longer in New Mexico, but in Hernando, Mississippi, inside a Super 8 motel. With this discovery, the case...
Are you stupid as fuck?
Bro, your phone pings and you're in a Super 8 motel.
Why would you have your phone on you? That's how they track you.
You throw it, and you get a burner. Have
you never watched Breaking Bad?
They
snap the phone in half after they make one call.
Any halfway decent criminal knows you toss it, you go burner.
Becomes multi-state, with police in Mississippi quickly briefed on the investigation. Officers are then dispatched to locate Cassandra. This is the final phase in the case, and what happens next will determine whether police get the critical answers they need or lose the lead entirely. As officers make their way to the Super 8 motel, their primary objectives are to extract information about Kane's whereabouts, test Cassandra's statements, and determine how deeply she may have been involved in the homicide of her own relatives. When officers finally arrive at the motel, something immediately feels off.
Miss who?
Miss John. Or actually, technically I'm Douglas, because I still have my ex's last name.
So, what's going on? What are we looking at here?
I don't know. You tell me. All I know is that my brother went missing on the 21st. We were trying to investigate his property. We thought Mary and Killian had left. And then Mike came down and started being aggressive and hateful and shooting rounds. And we've already tried to file this with the Roswell Police Department down in New Mexico.
Would you consent to a search for your vehicle?
You can search the car and you can search the ground. I don't care.
Okay.
Interestingly, Cassandra now seems on the verge of an emotional breakdown for reasons the officers are yet to understand. After all, only 24 hours have passed, and seemingly no new information has been relayed to her. Neither news of the murder, nor that Kane is the main suspect, nor that her house was just searched. So to get to the bottom of her emotional reaction, Mississippi officers on scene coordinate a call with Special Agent Kyle Graham in New Mexico, who's been tracking the growing list of contradictions in Cassandra's statements. Using those inconsistencies, the detective is about to carefully test Cassandra's story and see how far she cracks.
Do you mind grabbing those, taking your waffles upstairs?
I'm not upstairs, I'm downstairs.
Downstairs?
Yeah.
They definitely got two more.
He's there.
He's there.
You spoke with detectives 2 days ago at your house in Roswell, correct?
Yeah. The day the Walter showed up and I had to leave. So I brought them over here to Mississippi. Why is that anything wrong?
No, there's nothing wrong with that. What we're trying to do is we're trying to figure out what's going on with Kane and what's going on with his family.
I don't know. I haven't even, I just met Killian and my grandmother for the first time in my entire life in November.
So were they there whenever you guys were there?
No.
Where were they at?
I don't know. The house was empty and there were boxes in the middle of the living room. That was his dad's property. He was supposed to go to him afterwards, but he wasn't here. He had to go up to Canada.
And so who was driving in the dead house? Like who could drive a car?
They all could. I know that they had that.
So not only all that shit, but now there's literal motive out there because he wanted the house.
They're not disclosing information to her though. That we saw the car in your driveway. People said they saw a guy with a ponytail.
Yeah.
Dude, you know the other thing too. Let me just say this. Just I put my criminal hat on. You know my criminal mastermind hat on. Dude, day one, I'm chopping off my ponytail.
And Kane, you know what he's chopping off.
You think he's going? You think he's transitioning?
You know what Kane's chopping off.
All right, you think he's transitioning?
Little blue car.
And who was driving the green car?
That I don't know. As far as I know, that car is not drivable.
Well, we have video of Kane driving the green Subaru.
Whoa.
Huh.
And we have information from the neighbors that the green Subaru was at your house at one point in time.
Whoa.
This is what I want, okay? I just want honesty. Okay?
She's gonna crack here. She's gonna crack a little bit.
I don't know if you're trying to protect Kane or if you're scared.
She's gonna crack.
I'm scared. It's because I don't know what's going on.
I did this because he's gonna kill me.
Well, we've been working this case for 3 days straight. And I know a lot more information than I'm telling you.
Of course
I'm trying to see if you're going to be honest with me.
With every sentence, the detective becomes more convinced that Cassandra is hiding something she fears could incriminate her brother or even herself. But there is something a lot more concrete detectives previously uncovered, and the detective is about to leverage it to completely trap Cassandra.
Are you aware that Kane made a police report whenever he got to the house originally, the very first time, about people squatting in his father's house?
Yeah, because they weren't supposed to be there. They hadn't paid any of the mortgage on it. We found documents showing that they were still using Frank's credit cards, and Frank had been dead, and that all of the bills were still in Frank's name,
and they were still using that. And so I told him that that was illegal as fuck, and he needed to make a police report because you can't be using. Don't stick that in my face, honey. That's like identity theft.
Is it true that Kane didn't even know his dad died?
Yeah. He didn't know that his dad died until he came back to States. He found his obituary. He found his obituary shortly before on the internet. That's how he figured it out.
So almost a year later, he finds out his dad died.
And I know that he's upset about that. But that's not enough reason to kill somebody. I didn't do that.
So then what? So did he kill somebody?
No. I don't understand what you're trying to accuse him of.
Well, that didn't sound very convincing.
I don't know what he's trying to accuse him of.
He's asking a question. That doesn't sound convincing either.
Damn.
Sure enough, that...
Dude, I love when the cops get like that, bro. Like, they're, like, not trying to, like, trick you anymore. They're not trying... They're straight up out loud accusing you.
Dude, they've been listening to the people. They've been listening to people lie right to their face. So...
Doesn't sound too convincing to the detective, because Cassandra has seemingly slipped up. At this point, no one had told her that the missing family members were dead or that Kane...
Bro, did you just hear that?
No, what was it?
She said, that's not a reason to kill someone. That's not a reason to kill someone. No one told her anybody. We never
said that.
We never said anybody was dead.
We never said that. You know, like a thing, like a movie where, like,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know what times you get to the restaurant. I don't know, some shit like that. I never told you I went to the restaurant.
That I never robbed from that. I never robbed the store. Who said the store got robbed? Like, this is the kind of shit.
Uh-huh. What kind of gun he shoot him with? We didn't tell you he shot him with a gun.
Kane was suspected of killing them. Realizing her mistake, Cassandra quickly starts backpedaling to regain control of the narrative.
You got anything else, Cassandra, that you want to tell me?
Do you really think Kane killed them? Or hurt them?
I'm pretty concerned. I mean, I don't think 3 people just vanish off the face of the earth, especially when 2 of them are elderly. And then Kane just comes in from Canada and all hell breaks loose. That's kind of suspicious to me.
God, I'm so stupid. I wouldn't even think to put 2 and 2 together like that. But Mike was so f***ing scary when he came down. And he was so aggressive. And I thought we were gonna die. I thought he was gonna shoot us on the property.
Mike, who was consoling his wife?
No. The one who was in the police station and was showing the text.
Oh, that's Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, not the other one. Okay,
Yeah.
Mike with the okay. All right. You thought he was going to shoot you on the property. What are you talking about?
Lady, shut your whore mouth.
You didn't even see that he had a gun. What are we doing here?
Well, you didn't even see that he had a gun.
Kane told me that he had one. And he was mad enough. Oh my God, he was so mad.
As a last-ditch effort, Cassandra goes back to accusing Mike of being responsible for the disappearances. But, in fact, officers in New Mexico have already quietly debunked that claim, information they are holding back for the right time and place. Before leaving, they also check Cassandra's car, where they find belongings hastily packed up. But Cassandra explains this as a desperate attempt to run away from her abusive ex-boyfriend. So shortly afterwards, the officers wrap up their visit. But in doing so, they've proven something crucial. They can find Cassandra whenever they want, something she clearly didn't anticipate. It seems as though the confrontation went nearly perfectly for the detectives, but Cassandra has a crucial secret that had went unnoticed at the motel. Kane had traveled to Mississippi alongside her, was staying nearby, and had successfully hidden from officers, marking yet another moment where she misleads police about his whereabouts. So less than an hour after police leave the motel, the two would begin plotting, coming up with a plan they think will get them out of this gruesome mass murder. At 2 p.m., Cassandra's vehicle is seen in front of the Hernando Police Department. Kane would step out and calmly walk into the station. 15 minutes later, Kane would be seated in the department's interview room 2, alongside Detective Stovall. The sudden...
Her hair keeps getting longer and longer, bro.
Wait a minute. Whoa. This guy just shows up to a police department? He just walked in.
I think he thinks his plan is working for trying to frame
Appearance
Mike.
of Kane would leave detectives with little room to prepare, so Special Agent Silva, a New Mexico detective already working this case, would be placed on call to assist in the interview. It's important to note that this is an interview and not an interrogation, as Kane has agreed to speak voluntarily and has not been detained. In reality, this interview can only work against him, but in his mind, this is both his and Cassandra's final chance at freedom. Agent Silva would begin the interview by making this crystal clear.
And before we get any further, I do want to let you know that you are not under Miranda rights. You are not anything like that. You are free to leave at any point. You don't have to answer any of my questions, anything like that. You can say, hey, I don't want to answer that question. If you don't want to, we can go over another question and we can skip to the next one. But I do want to let you know that you are free to leave, okay?
Thank you, sir.
All right.
After realizing he's free to walk out at any time, Kane shifts tactics. He begins probing the detective for information, trying to figure out how much investigators have bought into the false narrative he's been intentionally feeding them.
Can I ask you something? It's, on one hand, kind of nice to talk to somebody from Otero. Also, maybe a little concerning. Did we have to speak directly because I'm considered a missing person?
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Is there's so many missing persons. There's a lot of phone calls to the sheriff's office. So, why would somebody be saying that you're missing? And then there's also some other missing reports going on. There's a lot of firearms missing, right? There's a lot of vehicles missing. I want to talk to you and get your side of the story of what's going on.
I was trying to come in and speak with somebody in person.
And what happened with that?
On my way down to Alamogordo, I gave another uncle a phone call because I had seen him on the property and he was a very looming presence at the time. I was hoping to stop in and ask him about some things and some personal aspects that were going on. I wound up getting run off the property and had to kind of go into hiding because I know his influence and the extent of his company.
Which uncle is that?
Mike Blett.
So Mike ran you off the property. You had questions for him. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes, sir.
So when did this happen?
It was when I was on my way down on the 21st. I kind of explained the situation to my sister a little bit, and I told her, if you don't hear from me, call somebody.
I know I keep jumping around and just trying to confirm everything. You went to Mike's house to talk to him and he shot at you, correct?
Yes, sir.
What? Because I want to talk to Mike about that. Why are you shooting at people through front doors? That's kind of dangerous.
That was this week. That was on the 21st. I would absolutely appreciate you taking a look.
Kane makes his alibi clear. Mike, the man who kicked the entire investigation off in the first place, is the suspect detectives need to be focusing on, alleging he shot at them through the front door when they approached the home. Unfortunately, detectives have spent far more time investigating than Kane realizes, allowing Agent Silva to completely debunk Kane's story. Simply put, there are no bullet holes or any signs of a shooting on the property.
Okay. So here's the thing, Kane, is I'm gonna start going through some of your story here. Okay, that's not making sense to me. I'm not saying that you're lying. I'm just saying I don't think it's fully there yet, if that makes sense.
It was kind of cut off.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
You went to Mike's house. Mike shot at you this week. through the front door. You announce yourself. How come you didn't call 911?
I know that they very much do not take too kindly to law enforcement.
Ooh.
Okay.
And I kind of really hope
Yeah, I didn't call the cops on the guy who shot at me because I know he doesn't like the cops. So I didn't want to inconvenience him. I didn't want to make him upset. The guy who just shot at me.
This guy's the biggest, just psychopath bullshitter. I mean, I gotta be honest with you. Why the hell would you just show up? Just go on a run, man.
for that to be avoided.
So here's the thing on that, is I have some investigators that are there at Mike's house, that have been to at Mike's house. There are no bullet holes through his front door. There are no bullet holes through the siding. They're not seeing you on his cameras at his house. So that's what I'm saying, is some of it's not making sense.
Bro, they got the camera footage, bro.
What
never happened, bro.
What have we been repeating over and over and over again? You think you're gonna go about your life and not be recorded or whatever the case may be?
Yeah.
You okay? You all right?
I thought you were gonna. Yeah, go ahead.
No. All right.
So did you actually go to Mike's house and knock on the door?
I did.
Because you're not on camera.
Did they check?
And his cameras go back this week. They go back last week. So I'm not seeing you anywhere on there.
We had a ton of different game cams that are all on their SD cards. He doesn't have any of the chips from the 21st?
No, I'm saying he has video surveillance of this week and of last week, but they are not seeing you anywhere on the cameras.
Kane appears shocked by these details. Whatever he thought happened that could favor his story simply didn't. Kane would sit in silence for an extended period of time, seemingly in denial that his plan was so terribly miscalculated.
If they still have the footage, they should totally show me pulling up. I parked along the mailbox. Kind of behind it a bit, not necessarily pulled up past it.
The guy's a mass
Walked right
murderer.
up the drive up to...
Dude, the cops straight up yeah, bro, we saw the footage.
What was he saying?
That didn't happen.
What was he saying? What kind of a SIM card? What was he about?
He's on some bullshit.
Bro, it's CCTV. It's in the cloud, you stupid bastard.
It's kind of tucked in between the slope on the hill, and then it goes into the house where the stone steps are. That metal storm door.
Okay. Which one?
I'm just trying to give you a path so that you can see. And that was early afternoonish. I got there between 1 and 3 o'clock, I believe it was. I'd have to look at the call, but I don't have it.
Bro could just
But
leave
if they have
at
that
any point,
footage still, then I'm definitely on it.
Kane proceeds to give a nearly 10-minute explanation of where he was parked. Unnecessarily complex explanations like these are usually a telltale sign to the detectives that the suspect has shifted into a defensive state, looking for any validation that the detective is believing their lies. Agent Silva takes note of this and begins leaning deeper, this time pressing Kane on his sister Cassandra and her potential involvement. Previously, police recovered and documented strange items during the home's crime scene search, and it's still unclear why they were there. Silva plans to use these details to force Kane into defending Cassandra's innocence, a tactic that will...
Your breath smells like a skin flute. Why do you know what a skin flute smells like, bro?
Have a good night.
Create a contradicting story compared to what Cassandra told officers just hours prior.
So, are you aware that we spoke to Cassandra?
Yes, sir.
And the reason I ask is I'm just trying to get, like, if something happened up there, Kane, I want to know, like, was there an argument going on? Because I know that you were up there in January, okay? We can kind of get away from that. You were up there in January. If something happened up there, I want to know what happened, okay? If there was an argument, if something happened, like, kind of help me help you, okay? What happened when you were up there in January of this year?
I'm trying to figure out everything that has happened as well. That's part of why I wanted to speak with you guys and kind of get you involved in looking.
Because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm confused on these timelines. You were up there this week at some point, and you were up there last week at some point. So what happened this week and last week while you were up there with the family? That's what I want to know.
They weren't there. Nothing's happened.
Were you were at the house in Bent on the 18th of January, correct?
I'm not sure.
And the reason I ask is because Cassie has been in contact, and she showed us a screenshot January 18th at 3:57. It's between you and her that says, "Wait quietly and say, wait for me."
That's actually something that I was gonna try to find.
What?
And it says, I believe this is from you or from her.
That's the text that says, "Wait for me," and it says,
Does
"I'm
he
safe."
know he can leave or no?
I'm sorry?
Those are the texts that say to wait and that I'm safe.
It says, "I'm safe, wait for me," and then there's a response that says, "Gotcha, I have eyes on the front, so far so good." What is
That's
that?
That's the day that Mike came up to bed.
Okay.
At this point, Kane must be starting to realize Cassandra may not have been on his side as much as he had thought. Not only are the police beginning to take a clear side, but his only teammate might be against him as well, perhaps explaining why she dropped him off at the police station. Note that Kane at this point can avoid any question he wants, and more importantly, can leave whenever he wants. Even Agent Silva decides to take a brief step away from the phone, but Kane would stay, instead letting the officer in the room in on what's going through his mind.
Between you, me, and the walls, I really think that someone is trying to pin years worth of shit on me. Because I came back home at the wrong time and interrupted something.
I'm just here helping these guys. What you really got going on?
This guy's like, I'm not even like.
This
guy's like, they just asked me to come in here and sit down and hand you the phone. I don't know. I know nothing.
He's babysitting.
I used to joke though, and I always say I make a great scapegoat. I'm kind of hoping it's not the case this time. I came here today to ask you guys for help and talk to people that I knew wouldn't be necessarily under an outside influence.
Right. But do you see how it looks for us? I mean, they've shown physical evidence of this whole situation. And
you're one day you're here in Mississippi, no ties to Mississippi at all. Like, you have no family here.
No, sir.
You have nothing here.
No, sir. My family died, man.
If I was in that seat, and a detective 13 hours away on a cell phone call told me that who are they to you?
My brother, my grandmother, and my uncle.
your brother, your grandmother, your uncle. If somebody called me and said, not only was my brother killed, but also your grandmother and your uncle were killed. If somebody told me that over the phone, you know what I would be doing?
I think I did.
Do you know what I would be doing? I wouldn't be sitting there staring at a wall. I'd be bawling my eyes out. I'd be throwing the water bottle across the room. I'd probably rip this table out of the wall.
Yeah, but then you guys just rush in here and...
But I wouldn't give a shit. I wouldn't give a shit. Because of how much I'm close with my brother. I'm not close with my grandma. But it's still with the fact that somebody did that to my family. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Well, they asked what I think should happen to Mike or whomever did this, and in polite company I couldn't say, but back where I'm from, they'd be up from a tree.
Right. So that's more of the response that you would expect. But
this dude has literally lied so many times. He lied about...
He just said, I don't want to react in polite company or what. What are you talking about, dude? I mean, we're not... This cop is making a great point, though. He's like, if somebody told me my grandmother, my uncle, and my brother were killed, I'd be going berserk.
The issue I'm having is there's no emotion. You've expressed no sadness.
Because he's a psycho killer.
You're not getting anything. Which leads me to believe you already knew this had occurred.
I didn't know that.
Look.
Even the officers with no context of the case can't help but assume Kane was involved in the murders, leaving him to sit in silence as he realizes how poorly this voluntary interview has gone. Agent Silva would return and continue pressing Kane for answers, eventually revealing that he had, in fact, been inside the house multiple times the week of the 3 victims' disappearance, and admitted to helping Cassandra travel to Mississippi with her kids, something she lied about earlier in the motel. Even worse for Kane is that, as the hours-long interview progressed, officers behind the scenes were already taking action. They were instructed to locate his uncle's stolen green Subaru, which they suspected Kane used to drive to Mississippi alongside Cassandra's own vehicle. After looking through surveillance footage and searching around the city, officers hit the jackpot and tracked down the missing car. Inside, they found latex gloves, .22 caliber ammunition, an empty Ruger pistol box, and most importantly, Kane's passport, tying him directly to the stolen vehicle.
You leave your passport
Why would you leave your passport in a stolen car?
Buddy,
put it in your pocket.
This guy's not an evil mastermind. He's just a fucking weirdo, bro. She's a weirdo, bro.
Now investigators have exactly what they've been missing: probable cause. And with that, Kane is no longer free to leave. And he's about to find out just how massively his attempt to clear himself and Cassandra backfired.
How's it going, bud? How you in there? All right, so.
That room is soundproof, too. You see that?
You mind standing up for me real quick?
Yes, sir.
Turn around, facing this wall.
Yes, sir.
Put your hands on the wall for me. All right. So what's going on, man, is you're going to be going out to the Soda County Sheriff's Office, all right? You're going out of our jail, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, walk this way.
He didn't even get a chance to eat the Doritos.
Son of a bitch.
They couldn't even open the Dorito bag. They probably like, oh, here's a snack. They gave him a Coke and some Doritos. He never even opened the Doritos. You know what's fucking crazy about this? You know what's crazy about this shot right here? That uneaten bag of Doritos? That you place down in front of a multi-murdering psychopath serial killer. Somebody's gonna eat those Doritos.
Somebody will eat.
They're gonna get thrown like in a lunchroom somewhere. Like, oh, these were left. Some unassuming person is gonna eat those Doritos that were given to a crazed killer.
Back at the Motel 8 in Mississippi.
I mean, I think there's like tax money that's allotted for police station snack budgets.
Of course.
And I think that...
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Cassandra would patiently wait for Kane to return, give her a call, or just show any signs his interview was over. But as hours passed, it became clear that something had gone terribly wrong.
Oh, this is where I was going with that.
Talk to me, go.
So yeah, they probably X him out, whatever. Did you know that, and I don't have the exact number, someone probably has heard this. Do you know the Uncrustable peanut butter and jelly things? They're like the little circle sandwich. You put them in a freezer.
Yeah.
Apparently, the NFL spends $10 million a year on those.
Well, that's a good snack for like
teams.
For like working out or during a game. You know, it's got the protein, it's got the carbs. And if you're working out or whatever,
yeah.
The only thing I don't understand, and I've personally never had one.
You never had one?
No.
Dude.
Why would I? We have bread and peanut butter in the house. I want a peanut butter sandwich, I'll make one. Why do I need an Uncrustable?
Because it's delicious.
But here's my question. Why is it in the freezer?
You let it thaw out.
But how long do you let it thaw out?
Probably like 20 minutes. So if you know you're going to eat it, you just take it out.
That makes positively no sense to me, but whatever.
Growing worried, Cassandra packed her bags and fled alongside her children, making yet another 1,000-mile drive back to New Mexico. Detectives keep tracking her phone signal until it finally stopped.
This ding-dong broad, her phone is still pinging everywhere. She went back to New Mexico.
Listen here, whore.
At her parents' house. By this point, investigators have more than enough to justify Cassandra's arrest. But one critical question still remains. Was she directly involved in the murders? And if so, to
how's there still a half hour of this?
Well, let's just get
what extent? Because of that uncertainty, officers make a deliberate decision. Rather than moving in aggressively, only 4 investigators go to the house, keeping the encounter calm and cooperative. Their goal is to interview Cassandra on the property and, if possible, apply enough pressure to turn her against Kane. If they can do this, they'll be able to pin both Kane and Cassandra against each other, forcing them to incriminate themselves.
This is Bryce Daly. He's with Lincoln County Sheriff's Office. He's a part of that team. Okay? No. So there's not 100 of us today. There's just 3 of us.
Do you want me to start from the beginning from what I know? Or do you want to ask more questions first?
No, I'm going to let you tell your story. And just so that you know, you're not under arrest. You're free to leave whenever you want to leave. We came to you because we talked on the phone earlier through the text.
And what I told her is she needs to stop overthinking everything and trying to be a detective herself, because she's seen all this stuff and she's trying to put pieces together and knows that he was lying to her about things. So just start at the beginning and tell it like you told us.
So I wanted to apologize to you because whenever I spoke to you the last time, I wasn't thinking straight.
Not only is Cassandra much more cooperative this time, but she quickly admits that she had been dishonest before and even apologizes. Her father's comment makes it seem like she's on the verge of throwing Kane under the bus, which is exactly what investigators are here for. So with the reassurance that she's not under arrest, Cassandra begins to share some much-needed details about how 3 of her relatives ended up mysteriously dead.
So I know on Thursday, we were driving up there and we had just went through Ruidoso, and he said that he wanted to stop by Bent right quick. So he said, okay, drop me off here.
This chick
wait here
actually
and
thinks
I
she's
will
gonna talk her
let
way
you know
out
if
of
I need
this.
anything. I've probably
She was there for
left
the murders.
him alone for like 45 minutes-ish.
Where does he go?
He's inside the house.
Okay.
And he says that he couldn't find anything, don't know where anybody's at, and that it's okay for me to come inside. And I go inside, and like I kept telling you, it smelled fucking weird in there. Almost like something had like died within the walls, like an animal or something. I was already concerned by the fact that he felt like something had happened. So I'm trying to rationalize through that, and he's just saying, I'll do it, and we're doing things legally, it's okay. And then he has me help him, he drives the car off somewhere and has me help him push it off into like this little ditch thing. And at one point, whenever I tried to say, hey, you guys, like, you need to call somebody, he said that the majority of the cops up there are crooked. I worked in the ER down here, I can see how you can think that sometimes, for sure. No offense. So, like,
What the fuck are you laughing at? You were involved in a Grand Theft Auto. No offense.
Of Cassandra's strange remark.
So it's the
Though
cops'
by
fault
now,
that you
it's
that
becoming
you people
clear to
maniacs?
detectives that Cassandra is putting Kane at the center of everything, while noticeably
They
avoiding
stole
any
a
direct
car.
mention of the murders, the cleanup, or the burned bodies. Instead, she frames everything vaguely, claiming Kane suspected something happened inside the house, but they didn't look too deeply into it, and that she was simply helping him deal with a property dispute. Investigators allow Cassandra to continue telling her story, but the more she talks, the more convoluted her version of events becomes. Then at this point, she even invites them inside, where the story only grows longer. After nearly 2 hours of listening, Agent Kyle Grant...
2 hours?
What do you mean, wake up, Los? I'm fully invested in this story.
Okay, why don't we all do this? I have a suggestion at this juncture right now. Let's all worry about ourselves, okay? Let's lock in and focus on what we have. Stop worrying about who's doing what, where, and when, and how, and every other goddamn thing. Just pay attention to this. Jesus Christ.
decides it's time to push back.
So now we're going to get into my portion, okay? I don't know, there's been probably a team of 15 of us on this case.
Bro, she's been talking for 2 hours. Straight. Incoherently rambling, making no sense. Now he's like, all right, it's our turn.
Is that a good strategy?
Dude, let me tell you a little secret. All right, and I learned this probably 30 years ago.
Yeah.
With a sales manager that I had. The one thing he always taught me was when you're talking and when you're doing a meeting and you're asking questions, he goes, let the prospect, the client, let them keep talking.
Yeah.
People like to talk about themselves. I do this, I want that, I need this. Let them keep talking. You're going to find out everything. Don't jump in and because, I want to hear myself talk. No. Sit there, keep your mouth shut. Let them talk.
You're cooking.
I got something else for you, too. I know some of you guys maybe you're not the best when it comes to women. When you're with a chick, let them talk. Let them talk. Stop jumping and interrupting everybody. I'm telling you it works.
So we know a lot of stuff. We know everything about that property. And some of the stuff that you're saying does make sense and does add up. However, some of the stuff that you're saying doesn't make sense to me and doesn't add up. And quite frankly, I don't think some of it happened. But I will tell you right now, I don't feel like Kane could have done everything that he did alone. And I think he included you into a whole mess of a situation. I don't believe that you killed anybody in this house or on that property. I strongly believe that. I don't think that you had any part of murdering people. But I do strongly believe that he fucked himself and he needed help. And you're a helpful person. And he put you in a shitty spot and said, help me.
This cop is good,
I need help cleaning this property.
This cop is
I
good.
need help cleaning all this blood up.
Oh.
And I need help getting these fucking bodies out of this house. But now's your chance. I'm giving you the opportunity. Because I'm telling you right now, I have all that I need. The gig's up, the game's over. Okay? This is your opportunity and your chance to tell me, what did he make?
Dude, her parents are
you
like,
do?
what the fuck?
What did he ask
you didn't
to
say
help
anything
him
about
to do?
this.
All I know of is that he wanted me to undo the headboards, the couch. But
You notice no blood on that? Think about it before you answer that.
Not the side that I picked it up from, no. All I did was what he asked me to do.
But you understand, all you did what he asked you to do, it's too late. You already helped him. That's already a crime.
Which
it's too
I
late.
know that. And
So
that's the reason why I asked if I needed an attorney, because I tampered with evidence.
correct. So
Bro, the cops are not there to give you advice and try to help you and, should I, nah. They don't want that attorney involved.
I love this whole thing. Do I need an attorney? If you let me say this much. if you have to ask the question, do I need an attorney? Honey, you need an attorney, okay? Jesus Christ.
And it wasn't until after the fact that I sat there and I thought about it, because he He said that everything was found that way.
So the charge is already there. There's not going to be any more of, it's not going to get any worse other than you just telling the truth of what happened.
Why would you not just
The
throw
charge
this guy
is
under
there.
the
You
bus
already
and
have a
blame it all
tampering
on
with
him?
evidence charge
Instead,
on a
he
first
threatened
degree
my
murder.
life.
Okay?
He threatened my
That's
life.
a second-degree felony.
Needless to say, this is not
Yeah, he held
what
a gun in my
Cassandra
head and said,
is
"Clean
hoping
up
to
and don't
hear.
tell anyone."
In this
Fuck
moment,
that guy.
she realizes her days of freedom may be numbered if she continues twisting the facts to protect both herself and Kane. Cassandra knows something has to give, so after hearing what's awaiting her, she asks to step outside for a smoke, and this is where she finally gives
Here it
detectives a small piece of the truth.
Like I said, I went out there.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
I went out to the store.
Mm-hmm.
And I came back.
She doesn't want to say this in front of her father. Look.
Said I found them that way.
Look at this.
He said what?
That way?
She doesn't
So what
wanna
did
say
he
this
tell
in
you he
front of her father.
found?
People. On the floor.
How many people?
3.
And who are they?
Julian, Mary, and Victor.
Bro.
Only took us
How long?
an hour and 10 minutes for someone to fucking admit something, bro.
So you're giving these cops the runaround. The side of the couch I moved, I didn't see anything. I'm running back and forth from Mississippi to New Mexico. What the fuck? And
I don't shave my balls on a Tuesday.
And her father's sitting back there like, just tell them what you told me. Yeah, I'm a killer, Daddy.
Yeah, I don't remember what I told you because I just made up some random shit.
I'm a killer. I was with Kane. He whacked everybody out. I help him burn bodies, flip cars, bury evidence, and then I grab my kids. There's never a husband around. You know that, right? You got that. You figured that out by now. She's running around all over Oshkosh with the fucking kids. She's gallivanting everywhere with the kids. There's not a man in sight. My God, is this a theme? Is this a theme? Everything we watch is these women with these kids, and there's no men. Why? Oh my God. My violent ex and everything else. Well, what are you doing with these men? I don't understand this. I don't get it. And you keep having babies with them.
I signed up to take him to a job interview. I didn't sign up for him to do this.
Do you now believe that he did it?
I don't know what to believe. I just know that there was a mess. And then there was a lot of illegal shit. Lots of illegal shit.
What else did you help clean up inside the house? Besides the blood?
And the furniture, taking it out.
Yeah.
And I didn't see how bad the furniture was.
Did you help clean up anything else?
There's so many red flags going on right now.
This guy's sitting back there. I don't know who that big woman is back there. I'm assuming it's the mother. I don't know who the fuck that lady is.
The lady with the fupa?
With the fupa. Who I don't know who the fupa woman is. That's probably her mother.
How do you live with a fupa? Like, I'm not trying to, Los, you trying to make...
What do you have to...
Like, how do you live with a fupa?
What do you mean? Some people, that's it. They're out of options. They've given up. They've thrown in the towel. It's over. It's over, man.
What about Red Truetide?
What?
Never mind.
I'm saying the father's back there. He's had the father back there with the cowboy hat on. He's had 19 cigarettes. That's his 4th cup of coffee. He's following the daughter from inside outside. She's admitting to mass murder.
That guy reminds me of a guy who just like sits around eating Twizzlers.
Yeah, there's a certain person that walks in. Let me tell you, it's funny you said that. If you go somewhere and there's a Twizzler, you know my first thought is, oh my God, I haven't had a Twizzler in a long time. Then there are people that go specifically and buy Twizzlers.
Oh, I'm not even talking about the classic Twizzler. I'm talking about he eats black Twizzlers.
Oh, black licorice?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got something. There's a
if
weird.
you are eating black licorice,
you got a weird thing going on with your taste bud. You got a digestive issue. Something's happening.
Automatically, you need to be investigated.
And this guy also,
and not even for a specific crime, like a broad,
just an overall background investigation. Yeah. I'll tell you right now, and this guy, he's one of these guys. You see these guys? Smokes cigarettes and drinks black coffee. Dude, back in the day when it was like the fucking Wild West, like when I first started working, you could smoke in offices. There were guys all day long would drink black coffee and smoke cigarettes all day long. Their fucking breath smelled like a dragon, like dragon breath.
And they go to like glory holes.
No.
Oh.
Not at all.
Oh, right.
What?
Still of you saying that you walked into this house and King telling you, holy shit, I just walked into a house and all my family's dead. Let's get rid of them.
That does sound really stupid.
Doesn't it sound stupid that when you say it out loud? Because I guarantee you, I walk into a house with my family dead, shit's about to hit the fan because we got to figure out what the hell just happened. And I'm calling the cops.
I don't...
We're telling you, we've done our research. I've gotten 0 sleep in 5 days. We're not letting this go. This is a triple homicide.
And not letting it go is exactly what investigators are going to spend the rest of the day trying to do, hoping Cassandra will eventually crack and give them the full story. Unfortunately, though, this is the closest they will get to a real admission, as Cassandra begins to backpedal and returns to a revised version of events where she claims they found their family members already dead. They then simply decide to cover up the scene to avoid getting in trouble because Kane believed the police were corrupt. Detectives would spend until nightfall pressing Cassandra with no success.
So let me get something straight. God forbid, you show up, your family's deceased. You go, okay, listen, here's what I need you to do. We're gonna cover up the crime scene. We're gonna burn the bodies. Because if we don't, we're going to get blamed for it because the police are corrupt. Who in their right mind is buying that bullshit story? That fucking fantasy.
Yes, and she ultimately sticks to the same story. So before ending the interview and leaving, Agent Graham has one more rather strange question that's been on his mind all this time.
He had access to my phone. He knew my passwords. Like I said, I trusted him. He was supposed to be my brother.
Can I ask you a really weird question?
Sure.
No, never mind.
No, go for it.
Why'd you guys buy a brand new box of condoms?
No, that was a joke.
The classic, no, that wasn't, we weren't using it to have sex.
I got news for you.
It was a joke.
I got news for you. Don't let anybody bullshit you. If somebody's buying condoms, people are fucking. I don't want to hear this. Oh yeah, it was a joke. We made water balloons out of it and dropped it out of a hotel window. Nah, bro, you have condoms. Somebody's, may not be you, but somebody's fucking.
Somebody's getting fucked.
Somebody's said that condom will be filled with 2 ounces of fluid.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
No, you know what I'm saying.
Whoa.
I'm saying
2 ounces. Do you know how much an ounce is?
I know. I was trying to be.
What did you just say?
I was trying to be dramatic, dude.
I don't even know if one condom could fit 2 ounces.
I was trying to for dramatic effect. Would you just? I'm just saying. She's over here going, "Oh, that's your brother, right? What about the condoms? Oh, dude, that cop just came in with the haymaker.
Yeah. What about the flavored condoms we found? Looks like the kiwi one had a little bite out of it.
You ever see glow-in-the-dark condoms? That's wild. That's fucking wild.
Sorry, I had like a flashback.
One of those places with the fluorescent lights, and you're like, whoa!
It was a movie, not me. It's a movie.
It should be the skin on latex. And I had bought those in Chattanooga.
Is it him and hers?
And I threw them at Walter. because I was tired of having kids and I was tired of being pregnant all the time.
But why would they be in the penthouse?
I don't know. Why?
I love this. I love this. You had 6 kids with this psychopath loser of an ex-husband or boyfriend or whatever it is, and then you buy condoms and you throw them. Honey, it's a little too late. Okay? You got all these kids with this deadbeat piece of shit. This poor father sitting back there going, oh my God, man. Look at the mess.
Why would they be in the penthouse?
That's why I have a weird question.
Last time I knew about them, they were in the they were at my house.
Well, this was in the well house with all of the cleanup.
He told me that there was a possibility that Corinne wasn't his mother due to DNA results, and that there was a potential that he had feelings for me.
Kane?
Mm-hmm.
Are you hearing what she's saying? Now the story is, well, we're really not sure if we're related, and he had feelings for me, and that's why we had the condoms. This is gonna be. I'm sorry. This is one of the most unhinged, insane. Oh my God.
And that's not weird for you? Like, to be around him with your kids when you guys are pretty much brother and sister?
Like, it was weird, but he never acted on it.
I thought you guys were step-siblings, not half-siblings.
No, we're half-siblings.
Well, because we also found a pregnancy test.
Yep, I had a one-night stand at the Variety, and I didn't start my period on time. And I panic, and I...
Oh. This... Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. Guys. I apologize. I do. I have to say this. I have to apologize. But I'm so done. I'm so done with this shit. Over and over again. You're having babies with some piece of shit loser. Now you're running around having one night stands. Does anybody get a 3 box of 3 condom box? I mean, what are we doing here?
It's you're doing cock and ball torture. Meanwhile,
I mean, with all due respect, I'm trying not to be disgusting, and I know there's a lot of people, with some delicate sensibilities, and I don't want to be vulgar, but I mean, you're just.
I'm so hard.
What?
No, not me. I was reading it.
I'm saying, what I'm saying is, you're just with some random piece of shit you meet in a bar. You're like, yeah, let's just go for it, and whatever happens. I took a pregnancy oh my God. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God.
The detective's tone makes it clear they aren't convinced, suspecting Kane and Cassandra are hiding important details about their relationship.
Yeah, you think?
By now, though, what investigators came here to do is partially successful. Even though there's still no direct admission tying their suspects to the killings, Cassandra has implicated both herself and Kane in the cover-up. Because of this, Cassandra is officially detained and brought back to the police station. What exactly was said during Cassandra's arrest remains unknown, but the pressure appears to have completely broken her. In the hours that followed, she went on to further incriminate Kane, seemingly doing everything she could to distance herself from what happened, no matter the cost to him. A betrayal that would later come as a complete shock to Kane.
All I knew is that I had PTSD from the last time he saw cops, because there was...
So you had PTSD, so that caused you to go to some bar, pick up some guy, and you had some sex with some stranger, but you're walking around with PTSD. You know what? Oh my God, everybody with the fucking PTSD.
My blood all over the floor and my head through the wall, and I was trying to protect him from that. If he was really as innocent as he said he was, then there was going to be nothing to hide, right? Which is why I dropped him off at the jail.
I was pretty shocked that he showed up at the police department in Mississippi.
Because I told him if he was as innocent as he told me that he was, if he really found them the way they were, then that's all he had to tell you
guys. There's a crazy killer running around. You walked in, your family was already dead.
In the following days, Kane is brought into an interrogation room, this time in an orange jumpsuit, for what would be his final interview. Agent Graham is assigned to conduct the interview, the same investigator who previously spoke with Cassandra and secured her confession. By this stage, Graham knows the case inside and out, and he approaches the interview with a deliberate strategy, intent on extracting as much information as possible. And in this case, that's exactly what's needed, because now, more than ever, detectives need a confession. Right as the interrogation begins, Kane makes a desperate attempt to ensure Cassandra is keeping her story together. He seems to be completely unaware that Cassandra isn't protecting him anymore.
Do you happen to have a pen handy?
I do.
Do you have her number? Because I have it in my wallet at the jail, but they won't let me access it. And I need to make sure that she's okay because she mentioned wanting to go back down to New Mexico. And after doing it once, that's already a hard enough trip.
This guy's got no clue what she did. He has no idea what's going on.
Well, I talked to her Sunday when she got back into Roswell.
I don't even know what the day is, man.
At this point, Kane still believed Cassandra was in Mississippi and hadn't spoken to officers since their first contact. Unfortunately, not only did Cassandra confess since then, but she did it in front of the very detective, sitting just feet away.
So, I talked to her on Sunday. I traveled to Roswell when she got in. I talked to her for probably, I don't know, more than 2, less than 4 hours, okay? And then on Monday, I traveled to Roswell again, and I talked to her again.
Okay.
For about, I don't know, 2 hours. Okay? But I learned a lot from her. Okay? And I'm hoping that I'm going to learn more from you. I don't want to call anybody a liar, but I think there's some inconsistencies with your statements. Because I want you to know that there's going to be a lot of questions that I ask you that I already know the answer to, but this is going to be a test for you to see if you're being truthful.
This detective has to be so calm and
because
restrained.
it is, I know it's the truth.
People liars and everything
I've been working
else.
this case since
so
Wednesday the 22nd. Okay?
After Agent Graham makes it obvious Kane is on his own now, the interview demeanor changes fast. He wastes no time bringing up Cassandra's confession and placing it directly against Kane, making it clear that detectives are no longer relying on his version of events alone.
Did you hurt anybody inside that house, including Victor, Killian, and Mary?
No, sir.
So, how does Victor, Killian, and Mary just mysteriously go missing?
I've been trying to find out the same.
It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over. You're done. You're done. That's it. She said we walked into the house and the 3 dead bodies were there. This is all dude, come on. Look at this. Look at this scrawny piece of shit. Oh man, they're gonna have fun with him in prison. Woof. Oh boy.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
Oh man, he's gonna be having some fun in the He's gonna be having some fun in the hooskow.
I think your
yeah.
I think your bunkmate's gonna something with that that hair.
Yeah, something's going on. You better
something's gonna happen there.
And
you do understand though that we found all 3 of them, correct? I believe Special Agent Silva did tell you that.
He alluded to something that I was really hoping is not truthful.
Oh, yeah?
So I'm not really one to beat around the bush, okay? I just call it like it is, okay? But Cassie's told me everything that's happened, okay? She told me the involvement. She told me what you guys did, that you walked into the house, you found all 3 of them dead, you guys picked up their bodies, you put them in the blue Subaru, you drove it up the hill, you guys both tipped it over. She's told me it all.
All right, that was my question. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
How does it? How other than Tiger Woods, who's very accustomed to flipping vehicles. How do you flip a vehicle like that? They both pushed it over. Okay. That's interesting, by the way.
Hey, you guys used the little green dolly to pick him up and put him on the dolly, wheel him out to the car. You tied a rope around Killian's waist, hooked the rope up to your dad's hitch, and drove the car to pull him into the back seat. So the gig's up, Kane. okay? I told you I don't beat around the bush. We've done it. I've worked over 100 hours in 1 week, okay? This is serious. So now, this is your opportunity and your chance to tell me your side of the story. Cassie's told me hers.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
As Kane sits in silence, the realization sets in. He's on his own now, and whatever story he had planned coming into this interrogation has now been flipped entirely on its head. But Agent Graham presents the story strategically. By laying it out exactly as Cassandra described it, he gives Kane an opening to admit only to helping conceal the murders, while shifting responsibility for the actual killings onto someone else. If he can get this confession first, it'll be significantly easier to get Kane to confess to the killings later on.
Do you want to start back at the beginning? And I know the date that all this happened also.
I can tell you what happened. I can't tell you why. I don't know. I was trying to find out. I fucked up your crime scene, and I'm sorry for that.
Is everything that I just said, what Cassie told me, is that accurate?
To a degree.
And what isn't?
When we went to the house that day.
And it's just you and Cassie?
Yeah.
Not the kids?
No.
Jesus Christ.
There's a witness too.
And who is that?
The mailman. He can attest to this.
Like the postal man that drives and delivers the mail in the mailboxes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We had gotten there just before him.
Now you're gonna throw a United States postal worker under the bus? Is that what you're doing?
He went up. I told her to hang tight for a minute because that meant that everybody would be awake. And that was kind of looking hopeful. Killian was up and moving about. And I knocked on the door. I told him, hey, you just missed the postman. And he was real fidgety. He was scratching his head a lot. He was irritated. And I told him, hey, I got some good news. Everything's moving along with the mortgage company. We're looking to move in, and we ought to be all set by like the end of the month. Everything should be good. They got my status is pending. He closed the door, and I watched him take the mail off to the bedroom. And then he went back, and I heard like, must have been 20 gunshots.
This is creepy.
This guy is now saying a dead guy in there, Killian, he's the one that killed the grandmother and the uncle. Okay.
I didn't even think to do the front door. I just ran around to the side, came through my door. And it wasn't closed all the way. I ran through the bedroom. My Uncle Vic was laying in his doorway.
Dude, talk faster, man.
With a gun in one hand. His other was like shaking.
Alright, so what I'm supposed to believe, hold it. I'm supposed to believe it was like a shootout at the OK Corral. They both shot each other and killed each other. And then somebody killed Grandma Mary. So Grandma Mary...
That happened to me in Fortnite once.
Okay. Whatever. So what I'm saying is, I'm outside. I give them the news about the goddamn mortgage, and I'm on whatever, they're reviewing my shit. They have somebody whacks out Grandma. These two guys kill each other. Okay. This is the most insane, far-fetched piece of crap I've ever heard in my entire...
Just kind of like floating there. And Killian was across from him. I don't know why. I don't know who shot I don't know.
So where... I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kane, but I don't mean to be an ass, okay? But I know when you were going down this road that that's where you were headed, okay? That one of them did all this. The evidence...
They both had guns.
Kane and Victor both had guns. Killian, sorry.
They both had fucking guns, and they told me there weren't any left in the house.
Where are they? You and Cassie were the only ones in there. So what'd you guys do with the guns? Do you see that I've been doing this for a long time, okay? I'm not dumb. This isn't my first homicide, okay?
Kane falls directly into Agent Graham's trap, confessing to concealing the bodies and giving a terribly thought-out lie about who committed the murders. But Graham doesn't stop there and begins pressing further, letting Kane know that nothing he can say at this point will dig him out of his grave.
I'm not gonna lie to you though, Kane. Like, this was a pretty tough one for us. This took a lot of time. This is the most that we've ever spent on a case, by the way. This is the farthest we've been to investigate one, too. And I mean, the whole wrapping the rope around Killian's waist and pulling him in with the other car, I mean, that was pretty creative. And I'm being serious, I'm not being a smartass. I don't know how I would have got him in the car either. I don't know how I would have got him on the wagon. That's 200 pounds dead weight, 280 pounds dead weight. That's a lot.
That guy was 280.
I mean, you're not much bigger than me. I mean, think about how crazy that sounds, though.
No,
like you were cremating them, and you went up there on the 22nd and you burned them, right? After you and her put chain link over the top of the car with the little camouflage tarp thing and all the sticks and brush.
What do you don't stop touching that. Stop touching that.
You look like you were like Bernie.
Dude, this is almost the end, bro.
Yeah, it's like Weekend at Bernie's.
Stop touching that.
Well, I have a joke.
Well, come and tell it then.
I'll tell you right here.
Stop touching that. No, don't touch it.
Mickey Mouse is in court.
Yeah.
And he's divorcing Minnie.
Yeah.
And the judge says to him, so the reason you provided to the court for the divorce is Minnie's extremely silly? And he goes, no, Your Honor, she's fucking goofy.
There you go. There it is. Congratulations. All right, let's go.
Covering it.
I did try to offer them a cremation.
I mean, that was nice of you.
But I didn't hurt them.
Because the rest of the family didn't get to say their goodbyes.
There aren't enough of us left.
What?
And I mean, I gotta give it to you, too. Using the columns and the steel pipe to prop it over to get it dumped over. Like, this is one of the most creative homicides that I've seen.
I didn't hurt anybody, sir. I would never hurt my family.
Oh, but Kane, that's what they all say. I don't buy that you didn't do it. I'm sorry. I can't. I think Cassie's full of shit on a lot of things, but I don't think she's full of shit on that. And I'm not so sure that she wasn't involved in it, to be honest with you.
She wasn't even there, sir.
Okay, well, I'm telling you right now, Cassie's in jail. That's why you can't get a hold of her.
Then I need an attorney.
Okay.
Now you need an attorney? Now?
My next question is, are you going to sign a waiver of extradition to go back to Mexico, or do you want us to have to get a governor's warrant and you set up here in our jail for months?
Do you mean New Mexico?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think, Detective?
I can't tell you, but I can serve you with this target notice, okay? These are the charges that are being filed against you. This is what we're going for grand jury, okay?
I can't accept that.
Well, it's not an option. These are the charges.
That's what's coming against me.
Yes, sir. These are your charges.
Clearly, Kane doesn't seem to understand the law, and he'll be fighting the charges regardless of whether he accepts them or not. On paper, Kane is charged with an array of crimes, including arson, aggravated burglary, and 3 counts of first-degree murder. Additionally, Cassandra would be officially charged following the interrogation, also getting 3 counts of first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and tampering with evidence. In the weeks that follow, detectives and prosecutors begin assembling the full picture. The blood patterns inside the house, the cleanup supplies, the burned Subaru, the shell casings, the clothing, the phone records, and Cassandra's own statements describing the disposal of the bodies. And after countless sleepless nights, investigators believe they have finally pieced together what happened. Victor, Mary, and Killian were killed near the south bedroom and kitchen before being moved through the house. Their bodies were then loaded into Victor's blue Subaru, which Kane allegedly drove into the canyon, pushed over a ditch, and set on fire. Kane's shifting stories and control of the green Subaru point investigators towards him as the primary actor, while Cassandra's admissions place her squarely in the cleanup and cover-up. Detectives see Kane returning from Canada as the start of a growing grievance over what he believes is rightfully his, 22 acres of family land. They allege that a dispute over the property motivated Kane and that he drew Cassandra into a plan to cover up the deaths and claim control of the land. For now, both remain presumed innocent unless and until they are proven guilty in court. If convicted, they could each face multiple life sentences under New Mexico law with decades behind bars before any possibility of parole. As for Mike, Lourdes, and the other relatives, they can rest safely for now, praying that those responsible never see the light of day again.
That was unbelievable, man. I mean, that was long.
Dude, long. Down the stretch, that was really good.
No, but that was, I mean, and this Kane character right to the end, right to the bitter end, dude.
Oh man, what a video that I saw all of. Wow, man.
I'm gonna tell you, man, that's gonna be a fascinating YouTube, though. Honestly, that's gonna be a fascinating YouTube. All right.
Well, it's no secret.
Listen.
I was weekend at Bernieing. I
know you were.
I
know you had. Listen. I know you had a long day. I also know that you started early because of that game, which turned out to be a total fucking disaster. But listen, man. This. I'm glad we did that. I'm glad we did it. I really am. That was. I can't even believe what I was watching. I couldn't even believe it, man.
Yeah, I feel like the cops convoluted that. I feel like it was a much easier case.
I think what they were doing, bro. I think they were being very careful because they didn't want to fuck this thing up.
Yeah.
Because if they did one thing wrong and like evidence gets thrown out or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? Well. Anyway.
Whew.
Well, yeah, man, I'm officially done, bro.
We're gonna make up the outdoor.
No, we'll definitely make that up. But I'm shot, and we'll make up some outdoor boys. But I mean, I think we had to do that video. We had to. We couldn't let that shit sit. It was too good. It was too good. Anyway.
I'm literally, as soon as this ends, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, listen, I want to just say a couple things. I know you had a long one, and I know you, but I want to thank everybody for being part of this tonight.